click, click, click. Alright then. Well, here, we have returned to more Mass Effect bullshittery. Let's see. Let's post this in the Facky book like I usually do. Right. Post. Live now. Dunzo. Cool. Hey there, Grey Wolf. How are you doing today, mate? Let's see. Where were we last time? Can you remember? That's right! We had quests, didn't we? Talk to the Taurian guard at the Cora's Den on the lower wards. Citadel Old Friends. Oh, that's that one quest, isn't it? Yeah. I wonder. Do you know what? I don't even remember. I don't remember that quest at all. I wonder if I can turn it against them. Investigate samples. Investigates facility. Geff in the tunnels. Oh, that one we can't do because the guy's dead. We just can't hand it in. These are collectibles. Hostile takeover. Right. Let's do this. The two crime lords are located in the hand system of the Gemini Sigma cluster. That's where all the Sigma males hang out. Watching Twin Peaks. Are you watching it, or are you asking if I'm watching it? I've not started that yet. I've not watched the that movie Carl lent me as well. I will do though. Tomorrow I am going to be reading a lot of the rulebook for Pathfinder. This whole thing, because we start very, very soon. This Saturday, in fact. So I've put it off because there's no point me starting right now because I will not remember. Let's see. So we're looking for located in the hand system of the Gemini Sigma cluster and the right. Well, hand system first. Right.
Message coming in.
Oh, never mind.
Patching it through.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired.
Oh.
She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
She wasn't the most sympathetic audience.
I forgot.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander.
Typical press. Never trust journalists.
Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep
I've
you
been
any
watching
longer.
it.
Fifth Fleet out.
When was the last time you watched it? Right, well, let's leave Citadel for now. Right, well, that tells me what we did last time. I remember that. Local cluster... Gemini Sigma. Ming, and it will be the Han cluster. Let's go. Hoping each time that the next leap is home. I do like the design of the Normandy. It's that perfect mix of sci-fi, but you can kind of believe it as well. It doesn't look too sci-fi, you know?
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Damn.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War.
Oh, everything comes together.
This message. It was a group called Cerberus.
Cerberus?
An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof.
There's more to handle in this
for
system.
one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you.
I'm looking forward to watching it. I remember I tried watching it like several years ago and was kind of bored by it.
Cerberus is after me now.
But
I need to disappear before
I'm
they
not
find me.
the same person anymore, and I I have slightly different tastes. I actually want to give Firefly another go as well at some point, because I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's my favorite TV show of all time, and Angel's pretty good too, but Angel also takes a while to get going. So I am tempted to give Firefly a go again at some point. But yeah, I am looking forward to watching it. So Cerberus is best described as a human supremacist organization. They are, I think they're privateers, I think they're private contractors, or they're like a form of government that kind of split from the rest of the Alliance and went their own way because they're unhappy with the fact that the Alliance were too chummy with the rest of the alien races. Cerberus is, yeah, they're human supremacists. They're like, what would you call it? Extraterrestrial focused racists. So yeah, they're terroristic in their actions. They act like terrorists. They have no moral compass. They will engage in all kinds of fucked up experiments. They have like an anything goes mentality. If Cerberus is involved, something fucked is happening, right? So keep Cerberus in mind, because it is a name that we will see come up quite often throughout this adventure, and Mass Effect in general. It's a slow show to get into. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I wasn't in the right mentality to watch it, but I'm more aware of what it is now, so I think I'll enjoy it. And, you know, like, both you and me share a same fondness for stupidity, so, yeah, I'm looking forward to the silliness. Right, so Cerberus is involved here. Maybe we couldn't come here before then. Is this an area of the galaxy we just couldn't come to until recently? Seems like it. Sorry, we can land there. Right, there's banditry going on around here, and there's also Cerberus. Unless this criminal bullshit is also connected to Cerberus. It wouldn't surprise me. Right. So, I'm also just in general not a big fan of cop shows and like murder mysteries and shit like that. I've just never been into that. Yeah, Twin Peaks I do want to give another go. Like, so I will be going through that DVD you let me. All right, we're gonna want Tally. Have we got? I think we've got all of the come with us things so far. Let's bring Ashley with us, because if we're dealing with human supremacists, having the residential racist with us is probably a fun idea. When you start to watch, don't watch the international version. It has spoilers. OG run of the show. Right, I will do. Right, so there's a point of interest here. Syndicate hideout. Let's go to the debris over here first. So, I wonder if the Syndicate and Cerberus are connected. It would not surprise me. Alright, rubber car time. Let's get used to how the fuck to control this thing. When we finish this series, and after you play it yourself, I do recommend going online and watching a few videos on the Mass Effect series, though, because hearing people's perspective of this game, and especially the Mako sections, or the rubber car, as you taken to calling it, it's always the most interesting part of it. I think Straight Edgy has done Mass Effect. I'd have to look, though. Straight Edgy is hilarious. I love his videos. He's just got a really fun style. Let's see. Straight Edgy Productions. Straight Edgy Productions. Has he done Mass Effect? I'm pretty sure he has. Mass Effect. Yeah, he's covered Andromeda before. Why do people like Mass Effect? He's done a few videos on Mass Effect. That might be the one to go. I can't see if he's done like a full-on thing on it though. He's done one on 3. But I'm pretty sure. But no, Straight Edgy's hilarious. I forgot to tell you, the pilot has 2 or 3 versions. So just stay on the OG run. Maybe the version I watched all those years ago that I got bored from wasn't even the version I was supposed to watch. I don't know. In general, I'm a fan of, like, quirky horror. So, like, some of my favorite shows are Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel. I really like Grimm, although I kind of stopped... Well, it bugged me in Grimm because the main character and his wife are such a lovely fucking couple. I love them together. And then at one point, a demon in the show that has just caused so much bullshit between them ends up being his love interest. And then his wife ends up becoming a demon. If you've not seen it, I'm not going to explain how or why. But it was one of those where it's like, this feels like the writers have done this just for drama reasons. Nothing about this feels natural at all, in the slightest. It just feels like it's been done for drama. And it really took me out of the show. I hated it. Angel had a moment like that for a lot of people as well, where one of the most beloved characters in the show was basically possessed and became a prat. And that pissed off a lot of people. The difference is that Angel used that as a way for character development for a lot of other characters. So it worked. Even if it was annoying for audiences, it did work because a lot of character development came out of it. Whereas in Grimm, none of that really happened. Characters just got swapped around, and that was kind of it. Like, Nick or Rick, I can't remember the name of the main character, but he didn't have the kind of emotional turmoil you really should have had with that kind of thing. He just kind of accepted, like, oh, this woman that's tried to kill him and his wife on several occasions, yeah, he's his love interest now, and his wife is a monster. And they just kind of got on. It was really bad writing. But the rest of Grimm is fantastic, and I love Monroe. But I'm a big fan of shows like that. There's been a multitude of those over the years. Like, I love horror. I grew up loving horror, and I like comedy. So any, like, horror comedy as well that comes out, like Tremors, I fucking love. Eight-Legged Freaks is one of my favorite movies. I love a lot of shit like that. Big fan of horror and comedy. I don't know why it is, because that's a mix that really shouldn't work, but it does. Shaun of the Dead is kind of one of those as well. Yeah, horror and comedy just works really well. They both complement each other. But I suppose it depends on what sense of humor you have. The difference is the last 30 minutes of the show, but it better you stay with the OG run. On the DVD version you got, should have had have the log lady intros. Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind when I watch it. I'll probably start sometime this week. Let's see, it's Wednesday. Thursday I'm going to be reading a lot of Pathfinder, and with how Starfinder. And with how thick this book is, admittedly, I won't need to read all that, because a lot of this is, like, spells and shit, but I am going to need to go through it, because I'm going to need to bookmark, like, my abilities and things, because unlike Pathfinder, Starfinder doesn't really work that well in Roll20. It's not really optimized very well. So, yeah. But, yeah, I love that kind of shit. But those shows don't pop up every now and again. But when they do, I tend to be into them. There's been a few of them over the years. Dead Like Me is similar. That was another show I absolutely fucking loved. There was a Dead Like Me, I think that's what it's called. A girl dies, and she essentially becomes a Reaper. And no one sees her like, you know, she originally looked. She looks very, very different. She looks like a meth addict, to be honest. So she dies and she joins this like group of Reapers. So like the Reaper isn't one entity, it's people. Some people are essentially chosen to help other people into the afterlife. And it's just this really... It's a really, really good show. I love that show back in the day. I think they tried to remake it as well, but it wasn't as good. There was another one like that as well. I forget what it was called, but it was much older than that one. And I think this guy works for the devil or something. And there's one specific episode called The Photographer. Obviously, me being into photography, I had a vested interest in that. And they really got into Crime Lord Defeated. Helen was right, these guys are, had quite the operation going, but it's all about going to change. One down, one more to go. Or enough, so it's not connected to Cerberus, meaning there's probably some more around here about
clear,
Cerberus.
Commander.
I'll have to look at my journal. By the time you're done with Twin Peaks, you'll have a craving for a cherry pie with a black coffee. I mean, I already have cravings for black coffee. I don't think I've ever had a cherry pie. I'm not really a sweet pie person. I'm a savory pie person. I fucking love meat pies and game pies, things like that. But I'm not really a sweet pie person. Decent amount of stuff around here. More Medigel. Cool, cool, cool. This is one complaint I do have with Mass Effect, though, the original one. All of these missions essentially take place in the same area. That being said, the bulk of the main game doesn't. It really is just the side content, so it's not as bad as, say, Dragon Age 2, in which the entire game just reuses the exact same shit over and over and over again. So it could be a lot worse. Cherry pie is nice if it's fresh. Yeah, I've never really been much of a savory, sweet pie person. I know Black Forest. I've got a family member who's a big fan of that. Lemon Drizzle is another one he really likes. Yeah, I can't really think of one I go crazy over, though. As I say, I don't really have much of a sweet tooth. There are exceptions. I like coffee in like dessert, so like milkshakes with coffee flavors, fraps, dark chocolate with coffee, that kind of thing. I think that works because coffee is such a strong flavor. It overshadows the sweetness of sugar. I thought there'd be something more here. Let's see, journal. Cerberus. Go to the Yangtze system in the Voyager cluster and investigate. Okay, so despite getting it here, this isn't where I need to go. Alright, let's return to the Normandy then and head out. Dragon Age 2 fan club. The Dragon Age 2 fan club? What do you mean by the fan club? But, yeah, it's actually really funny doing this streaming series with that because it really shows me strengths and weaknesses of games I've not considered. Playing Dragon Age Inquisition really showcased just how much I didn't pay attention to the game. Wait a minute. Speaking of not paying attention. Yangtze system, Voyager cluster. I don't remember the fan club, no. Oh, I do remember. Yeah, the same fucking guys coming out of the woodworks over and over again. Yeah, one of your little quirks. You call it the fan club. I remember now. Voyager cluster. There's Yangtze. Yeah, I guess we're just getting new systems unlocked. I forgot this was a thing. Fan club wants to kill you. I remember now. Yeah, yeah. They just came out of the woodworks. But it really did show me, because it made me realize that every single time I played Inquisition, I wasn't paying attention to it. I was watching movies and YouTube videos the entire time. But when I couldn't do that whilst I was streaming, it bored the shit out of me. Like, you take Mass Effect 2, you take Dragon Age Inquisition, and you get rid of all the busy work open world stuff, and the game's better. Like, the main story single player stuff in Inquisition is some of the best in the series, but the bulk of the gameplay is such trash, boring, busy work. But if you've got a completionist mind like mine, you're gonna do it anyway. But yeah.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
Oh, that's fun!
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
Understood.
I'll take the biotics down, Admiral, and I'll try to limit the casualties.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. 5th Fleet out.
This is what I love about classic BioWare, though. They have such a way of adding dark themes, and like strong classic BioWare is dark themes, like really cool, lovable companions, deep companions or deepish companions, and like a slimmer of humor. And I love it when games add just a little, just the right amount of humor, because if shit is dark all the time, you become desensitized to it. Well, that humor is a nice buffer for all the dark shit that goes on. So it really brings the dark shit to the surface. It has more of an impact because there's humor. Classic BioWare was really good at this shit, man. It's just a shame they just went so far fucking downhill. I'm just seeing if there's anything around here. Survey this area. But yeah, old BioWare is honestly one of my favorite devs. It's just a shame that they went to such shit. But I've kind of accepted the cycle at this point. You know, success ruins a lot of companies, as does being bought out by bigger companies. However, a lot of people will just instantly blame EA, and obviously they've played a role, but they made some fucking amazing games when they were with EA. This one included. Like, Neverwinter Nights, they were with EA at the time. That's my favorite game of all time. So, yeah. We want biotics. Let's bring Caden. Yeah. Deal with the biotics. Actually, Rex. Yeah. Rex will be nice and tanky. It's a good job Tali is one of my, top 2 characters in this series, because, fuck me. You need her in this. If you're not a tech character yourself, you need her. Research facility, research facility, research facility. There's an anomaly over there. Let's go to the debris first. Let's clear that out. And then we will start going to each research facility one by one. Also, there's something over there that hasn't appeared on the overhead map. It's probably just some minerals. It was a shame they went downhill. But, as I say, I'm not saying EA is innocent. They're not. But it's the same thing with Activision with Blizzard. Activision was with Blizzard for a long time before Blizzard started to go to shit. There's way more to it than just that. And it'll happen to Larian as well at some point. I think once Sven is no longer around, once Sven is no longer around, and someone else takes the mantle, I think that's when things start to go downhill. Because part of the reason Larian has been so successful is his leadership. And you can tell, like, I've read articles about interviews he's been in and the kind of things he's said. He's doing things that no other people in the industry really do, especially on that level. Because they're a AA company. They're not AAA, but they're not like what we associated with a small indie. They've got several companies around the world, like several offices essentially around the world, meaning that game development on their games is happening pretty much constantly. It gets transported over to different things. And you'd be a fool if you think they didn't crunch. The difference is that I think a lot of the workers are more loyal because they have to deal with less annoyed fans, for one. Because a lot of people respect what Larian's doing. But also, they've got more job security. Because they train them up. They teach them how they do things, what systems they use, and so on and so forth. And they keep them. They don't just fire them as soon as before the fiscal year is up, so they can report record profits, because they no longer have to pay a bunch of staff. So then what happens afterwards is they hire a bunch of new people who have no fucking idea how to use any of these systems or any of the, anything they're doing. They have to learn all over again. So you never have anyone that has a build-up of experience and practice, with these systems. So you're starting from the get-go over and over and over and over again. You're not really having anyone with experience, just because, you're keeping your investors happy by firing everyone and reporting record profits, because you don't have to keep anyone on a salary. But Larian keeps people on a salary, which makes them stand out in that regard. And because they've got better job security, the workers will perform better. Over time, they're learning the systems as well. So it just works out with better games. But it's just far more complicated than that. Obviously, I've never run anything like this, so I don't know exactly how it works. But this is what I've gone from what I'm getting from interviews, essentially. But that's one of the reasons Larian stands out so much, because they're not adhering to a bunch of other bigwigs, and it's his management. It's his management. It's how the company is run, and I really hope that whenever he passes the mantle to someone else, the person he's passed the mantle to has really picked up on how he runs the company, because they have learned. I'm not just someone that's popped onto Larian with Baldur's Gate or the original Sin series. I'm someone that has played Divinity for a long, long time. I was one of the few people that even liked Dragon Commander. Dragon Commander didn't do very well, but I thought that game was fun. Yeah, Larian's pretty cool, and they really have learned over the years.
Won't get me next time.
Playing Divinity, Diablo, you can really see their other games. You can see their code on it. You know what I mean? Their influence. Go around, see if there's anyone else around here. Let's shield. Let's throw. Right in the arse. But again, a lot of people get into their because gamers are not used to being treated with respect. We're not used to having games of quality like that, because it's just, I mean, it's profitable, but it's not profitable right now. Which is why a lot of companies won't do it. They'd rather make a bunch of games, shit out a bunch of games that no one wants to buy, like Concord. Oh fuck, they're breeding, Rachni? They're trying to breed fucking Rachni here. Ew. Rachni that explode as well when they die, that's fun.
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
I already saw that on the map. But, But yeah, yeah. But again, like, people used to say this kind of shit about, whatchamacallit? CD Projekt Red. And CD Projekt Red is still better than a lot of other companies. You know, GOG is an amazing platform. But, yeah. Cyberpunk really showcased what their bottom line is. You know? Never trust any company. Like, praise them when they deliver, but criticize them when they don't. And I'm pretty sure that Larian, it will happen with them eventually. Especially as they've gained more success. Because it really is only with, like, the last 3 games they've gained a lot of success. They've done reasonably well, and they've had a following for a long time. Like I've said, the Divinity series is great. It's so good. You know, but it only really took off with Original Sin. And while Original Sin is good, I didn't really like the fucking around with elements combat. It felt less like a turn-based kind of like tactics ogre style of strategy, and more like a is it Magicka? Anyone remember Magicka? Where you played wizards and you mixed different spells together to get different effects? Yeah, Magicka. Which unfortunately is a game so old it's difficult to play anymore. What the fuck? Why can't I move? Ah. That was weird. Oh, it's doing that thing again. Yay, that's fun. I love it when the game does that. Hopefully it'll disappear when we go for a loading screen. But yeah, like, it plays like Magicka. Which is, I'm not really a fan of it, because there's too much fucking around with, like, elements like water on the ground mixed with lightning, or fucking around with fire and things. They did a little bit better than that with Baldur's Gate. I think that I must not be the only one that had a problem with that, because what they did with Baldur's Gate 3 is they gave people the option to use the environment like that, but they didn't make it mandatory like it was in Original Sin. And then Original Sin 2 was basically, it took what they did with Original Sin and really made it a lot better. And Original Sin 2 was what really put Larian on the grid for a lot of people. And then obviously Baldur's Gate 3 knocked everything out the water. But yeah, they've been going for a long time. But let's warp you. Frick. Did I get him? I heard the new Star Wars game has a game-breaking bug that you won't be able to finish the game, so Ubisoft suggests to restart the whole game and fix the Fuck off! You cannot be serious! Play through the whole ass game again? Nah, man. No fucking way. What a goddamn laugh that is. Play through the whole last game again. It's like, oh yeah, we're not gonna patch it, just play through the game again. It'll increase the time played, you know? We can report that to our investors. Average play time. Fuck off. Speaking of companies people can't be arsed with, fucking hell. There's a lot of stuff for me here. Thank you very much, Cerberus. I appreciate the free shit. A lot of Phoenix. A lot of Phoenix. Alright, let's sort this out. Oh, they've got husks, huh? Let's warp this fucker. Hey! Warp mastery. I've used that enough times. Cool. That was what that beep was about. Every time you get one of those, it, corpses must be... There's no sign. Alright.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard.
Let's do it, Rex.
This is my kind of mission.
Enjoying yourself. It's a patch, but you still have to start a new save. Oh, fuck you. I'd want a refund after that. You gotta be fucking serious. It's like, I get that games have bugs. Like, again, Baldur's Gate 3, I didn't realize how many bugs Baldur's Gate 3 had until I did my second playthrough. Because the game has so many variables, I did not realize how much shit was broken. But then I played the next playthrough, and a lot of, like, there was a lot more dialogue and more, like, characters showing up where they should have been. Yeah, I missed out on a lot my first time through. I don't think we've been to the Crash Probe yet, have we? Maybe? No. But no, like, that's inexcusable. You can't expect people to play through an entire fucking game again. What Star Wars game is this? Is a new one that came? Is this a new one that came out recently? I remember that like weird pseudo Dark Souls one that came out. That was apparently buggy as all fuck. Like, it was apparently a decent game. It was just pretty much unplayable for a lot of people. Do you know what I'd like again? Another Jedi Academy. That would be fun. In an ideal world. Same with, in an ideal world, I'd like a KOTOR game again. But handled by Obsidian. Speaking of bugs, Obsidian's an interesting company. Obsidian is infamous for just how many fucking bugs are in the game. But the writing is so good that, and they support it for a long time after that, most people don't care. I have found a pyramid. Which way the pyramid? Is there anything I can interact with here? Oh yeah, there is. Let us hack the pyramid. Illuminati, eat your heart out. A few children's toys and some ragged clothes stuffed inside the top of this monument, along with a protein data disk. This is a burial site or something? Guys, don't shoot the fucking turrets. Come on. Commander. Really? You killed it? Nice aim, guys. Oh, no, you didn't kill it. Speaking of nice aim, I'm the last person. I have, like, worse aim than a stormtrooper. Star Wars Outlaws. The female Han Solo. Okay. I remember hearing about that game, but I don't remember anything about it. I did watch a video on that Concord today. I remember that game. It was in like an E3 or something, wasn't it? And I specifically remember saying something along the lines of, this is the most generic thing I have ever seen. The game had no personality. It was like somebody copied someone else's homework. It was Overwatch mixed with the, like, it was just Overwatch with a Guardians of the Galaxy skin. Like, there was nothing unique about it whatsoever. There was no creativity in it whatsoever. It was a game by committee. I'm glad it failed. It's like, I get that people... The whole idea that people want new things isn't really true. Most of us want just the same shit over and over again with a fresh coat of paint. Like, we really do. If there's something you like, then you want a lot of it, right? It's like, I'm like that with a lot of classic RPGs. Like, I can play games like Pillars of Eternity and Wrath of the Righteous and Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights. Fucking list goes on. Tyranny. I can play like these games consistently, but a lot of these games are a little different, but the core is the same. Because I love Western RPGs. I love those things. They're a lot of fun. I love a lot of the core kind of like
I will destroy you.
Themes that are in a lot of these games. It's my genre. I really enjoy it. But we still want something different, you know? Like, gamers can tell when a game is being made by committee, rather than with any kind of... It's like, it's perfectly fine to be inspired by something. And I hate it when a company copyrights a system that basically means no one can take that system and improve upon it. Brilliant example. Fucking the Nemesis system from, shit, what are those games? Concord came out this week. Did you watch the video I sent this morning? Possibly. I'm not sure. But yeah, what was the game I was talking about there? I forgot now. Admiral Kaku is dead. Despite the facility ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in, there's no sign of Choma's corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest different means of execution.
Shepard, over there. It's Admiral Kahoku.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
God damn, man. Fuck you, Cerberus. Wait, is that the same guy we talked to before? I'm sure we've seen him before. Sorry, dude. I forgot what I was talking about now. I'm trying to remember. No, I forgot. Never mind. Is a live example of the way my memory works. But, it's like, yeah, like, people do want things that are, you know, the same. It's like, I don't like it when games innovate too much. If I love the formula, it means I love the formula. You know, I don't want something that isn't broken fixed. Because it doesn't need to be fixed. And of course, what, you know, then taste comes into it and so on and so forth, but yeah, people like certain things. Like, there's a reason why people jump into the next eternally early access fucking survival crafter game, like Rust or Ark. People just jump from one of those things to another. They go with their friends. Like there's a reason why, you know, people do the same thing with shooter games. It's because they enjoy the core, like, rotation, the core gameplay loop of these experiences. But, you know, they still want something a little bit different. And it's going to be more than just the Code of Paint. Like, Tyranny and Wrath of the Righteous, for example, both amazing Western RPGs. One much longer than the other, but they don't play the same. Even Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous does not play the same as Pathfinder Kingmaker. They're the same company, same you know, same series. Very, very different. But they are both classic Western RPGs.
Heading to position.
And if you like that kind of thing, that's what people are after. But again, if like a committee decided that Western RPGs were the new big hot thing, and the game was designed by committee, there'd be no, like, individuality in it. There'd be no artistry in it. It would literally just be a copy of paste, like a fucking AI designed it. In fact, yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Concord is Overwatch designed by AI. That's what it's like, isn't it? They've taken things that are popular online, like quirky Marvel-style stuff, and they've just added fucking Overwatch to it. That's what it is. It's Overwatch designed by AI. There's no artistry there. There's no creativity there. They've just taken what they've seen as popular and just repackaged it. You see this happening all the time? That's what I was saying. The Nemesis system. Yeah, the Nemesis system from Shadow of War, or Shadow of Mordor. Fucking amazing system. It's brilliant. I love it. The games are okay. And if it wasn't for that system, the games would be generic as fuck. But that system is really good. But they've copyrighted it, so no one else can, like, take it and innovate on it. Only that company can use it. Fuck that, man. Game company actually does something really cool and different, and then they fucking copyright it. So innovation can't happen. Improvement can't happen. They'll just rehash it over and over again until people get sick of it. I hate that. Good games are made by taking what works from other games and melding them together with the creativity of another team. Let's see. So we've destroyed... Right, there's another Cerberus base, so we'll do that. Head to the Nefarian in the Columbia system of the Voyager cluster. Right. these are new. I'm sure these are new. Gemini, Argus, Hades. Local cluster. Wolfshead Nebula. Fuck me, my memory. Right, let's take a screenshot of this. let's just take a quick screenshot, because fuck me, the words I have to remember here. My memory's abysmal, dude. Let's see. The vid I posted was, I believe, the CEO of Concord saying, yeah, the game sucks, but we're also blaming the game industry as well. Oh, okay. Fair enough. But like you and me have said time and time again, this is why... Oh no, it is the Voyager cluster. Ah, it's this system. Amazon? Is there a new cluster? Oh, there is. There's a new cluster. There it is. That's where I need to go. But you, like, both you and me and a few of the people we know, we've all said the same thing for a long time. Indies and AA are the way to go. AA is nigh on, like, dead at this point. There's a few AA, companies out there, but most AA now is dead. But I've said this multiple times before in these streams. AA is where we got most of the big series we like people love. Skyrim, like the Elder Scrolls series, started as a AA series. A lot of series started as AA, or even outright indie, and then just became worse as they became more AAA. Like, AAA is a sign of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, AAA is a sign of a bad game these days. AA is a sign of a game with a budget, but passion. And indie is a sign of passion. Or, a pet project. They're not all good, but they got a higher chance of being good by the sheer point of not being AAA these days. That's the way things go. But yeah, you and me and a few of the people we've known for a good few years now have said that indies are the only way to, like, nearly guarantee a good game. Indies are the way to go. Indies are the best games. I will say China's coming up there now, though. Black Myth Wukong looks really good. I did get money today, so I'm actually tempted to play that at some point. I'm really tempted to get it, but I'm not gonna get it just yet, because if I buy it now, I want to play it, and I need to learn this new Starfinder system. And I've also got TV shows to watch via DVDs I've borrowed from you and whatnot. And I'm also just really comfortable with the live service loop I've got right now. I'm playing a lot of Guild Wars 2, I'm playing a lot of, fucking Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm just enjoying that. And I know what I'm like. Once I sink my teeth into, like, a proper game again, like, you know, Wukong, it's gonna take a while. Like, it's gonna take over everything. Because I've been playing a lot of small games and cozy games and live services recently. I've not really sank my teeth into a proper game for a bit outside of these streams. So, but yeah, I'm more than likely gonna get it. In the next month or so, I think I'll get it and play it. And by that time, there's probably been a few patches for any issues it'll probably have. Because I know the stability is a bit off at the moment. I reposted the bid for you. Nice. I'll watch that after the stream. Thank you. But I've heard that Wukong has a bit of stability issues, but that's to be expected because it uses an anti-cheat system. And any game with, like, anti-cheat DRM has, like, terrible optimization from day one. Every single time. Like, it happened with Elden Ring as well. Every single time you get a game with, like, anti-cheat DRM, it fucks with how the game runs on your system. And then they have to install, like, an optimization, or they have to release an optimization patch to get it running. So it's not the kind of game I was ever going to play day one anyway due to that. It's becoming annoyingly common as well, especially with Asian devs. But China's coming up there at the moment. Black Myth Wukong looks really fucking good. And I've heard it's not really a Souls clone. I heard somebody, like, Actaman compared it to Sekiro, I was watching before, which, that puts me off, because I fucking hated Sekiro. Sekiro is Dark Souls with everything I personally liked about Dark Souls removed. So, not fun. But, yeah, I want to know how much of a Dark Souls game it is, because if it is like a Dark Souls game, and it is difficult, I'm not in the mood for Dark Souls at the moment. I'm really not. And if I am in the mood for Dark Souls, I'm going to play Dark Souls 3 again and play the fucking DLC I never played. But if it's more like a character action game, then, and it's not like Dark Souls, everyone's fucking comparing it to Dark Souls, but, like, that's become such a meme over the years, I can't really take it seriously. I need to just watch some Twitch gameplay of it. Just to see. Because if it is basically a Dark Souls game, I'm not really that interested in it. Just because I'm kind of burned out at Dark Souls at this point. I spent a lot of... like, Elden Ring killed Dark Souls for me. It's just... Elden Ring just has no respect for your time. It's such a time waster. It's not a bad game, don't get me wrong, but oh my god, it wastes your time. And if you've got a completionist mentality like I do, oh my god. Like, you will spend, like, say 10 hours in that game and get nowhere. Whereas if you spend 10 hours in, like, any other Souls game, you've made good fucking progress. You know what I mean? At least you've got a sense of that progress. You've seen different areas. You've encountered a bunch of different enemies and bosses. But with Elden Ring, it's all the same. It's an Ubisoft game without the quest markers. And I know that that's a really popular game, and that's not very nice to say. But mark my words, Elden Ring over time is going to get more criticism. Right now, we're in the honeymoon period with the game, where everyone has to say nice things about it. Again, it's not a bad game, but it's a game that just doesn't respect your time. But, like, mark my words. In, like, a few years, people will start being more criticizing of it. It's like Skyrim. When Skyrim first came out, it was a fucking, like, darling of everyone. Everyone was praising the game, like calling it one of the greatest games ever made and shit like that. And then it became trendy to shit all over it. And then it became trendy to fucking like it again, despite its flaws. And it's kind of gone up and down like that. Elden Ring's gonna be another one of those. Give it a few years and people will feel more comfortable criticizing it. Because it's just a game that doesn't respect your time. Its enemies are not memorable. The only boss that I fought that was memorable was Radahn. Everything else was like, I've seen it a billion times before in Dark Souls, or it's the same enemy I've killed a billion times before out in the open world. And I just can't be arsed with it. I got to the snowy area. I think that's the area with that one female boss that everyone raves about being super fucking difficult. So, but what happened with me with that game is... It's not Dark Souls clone. Good. Because if it's just a character action game, then I'll play it. Because I do want to play it because it looks good, but I'm just not in the mood for Dark Souls anymore. But yeah, what was the same with Elden Ring? It's like you see the same enemies time and time again. You know, you've got your bandit camps, you've got your dungeons, and at the end of those is always the same kind of reward. It's just boring. And what happened with me is every single time I entered a new biome, I got really overwhelmed, turned it off, took about 2 days off, and then went back to it. 100% the area over the next few days, and then got to the next area, got overwhelmed again, and stopped playing. That happened to me with multiple times with Elden Ring. And in the end, I just didn't go back. I just can't be arsed with it. I'd rather play other smaller games that respect my time than that game. Again, it's not a bad game, and you know, if I was younger and I spent like literally all day playing video games like I used to, I would probably love it. But because I don't spend all day playing video games anymore, I'd rather spend that time playing something I get more enjoyment out of than exploring a big area full of copy and paste mobs and copy and paste environments. It's the same reason I don't play a lot of Ubisoft games. because it's the same shit. And like comparing Elden Ring to Ubisoft, I know will piss a lot of people off, but it's just like, it's what it feels like. You cautiously press a few buttons and the alarm chimes. The optimal database is flashing itself quickly. You copy as many files as you can onto your hardsuit's internal computer. Sure to be encrypted, but you gotta crack. Okay, cool. I have stolen information from Cerberus. Hey there, Zephyr. How you doing, man? But, I think, yeah, like I've said, next time I get the urge to play Dark Souls, I'll probably play Dark Souls 3. Because that's the Dark Souls game I've enjoyed but played the least. And I never played the DLC. So, yeah. My favorite Dark Souls is still the original. As in the original Dark Souls, not like Demon Souls, or if you want to go back even further, like Kingsfield or anything like that. Because you know there's going to be some smug fuck that'll say that. But no, like, the original, my favorite Dark Souls, specifically that title, is the Dark Souls Prepare to Die. Let's see, we've been to them, haven't we? Yeah, it's that we've not been to yet. Cerberus. Yes. No Man's Sky is the longest game I've played this year. Well, No Man's Sky is like, it's a weird mix between sandbox and cozy game at this point. No Man's Sky is one of those games where, you know, like when I was playing World of Warcraft and you told me you'd like to play it, but it's been too many years, you think you're too late. That's where I felt like with No Man's Sky. I think if I played No Man's Sky from day one, and played it whilst they turned the game from a steaming pile of crap to a really, really good game, I think I'd be more interested in it, and it'll become like a life game for me, where I play a little bit every day, or at least a few times a week. But too much time has passed, which is why I'm excited for this new fantasy one, because fantasy is way more my thing than sci-fi. So I want to get in this fantasy one day one. To the point where if I know it's coming out, I will plan my day around it. I really want to get into that fantasy one day one. I'm super excited for that one. Because I think they're going to do better with that one. Because they've learned since the release of No Man's Sky, you know?
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're going to want to hear this one.
Alright.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
What's your name?
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus.
I didn't expect that.
Information that is now in your possession.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find.
I think a lot of people are on the same page.
We're so interested in acquiring copies.
Yeah, I love Mass Effect 1. And it's like I like it. I used to hate it when I first played it, actually. I was kind of confused by it, which is weird because it was not my first Western RPG by any stretch. But Mass Effect 1 I really, really like, just because it's the most RPG. But everything that people remember and love about Mass Effect really came from the second game. Because, like, even the characters like that people love, like Tali and Garrus and so on and so forth, they really get the characterization that people love and remember in 2. 2 is the peak of the series, without question, yeah. I think a lot of... Outside of the ending, which is a bit scuffed, but outside of the ending, it is, like, peak. And even then, the suicide mission is great. Like, the boss is just dumb.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. But No secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands.
Well, I'm not going to be
Might
that
as well
person.
be you. Transmit the files to us, and you will be well compensated.
No, no deal. No.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something.
What the fuck is this? A Telltale game? The Shadow Broker will remember this. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna spoil anything for the person in chat that hasn't played this game, but that's not gonna be a problem for very long. Right, so we've done that. And we need to take down the other thing. So are we taking care of Cerberus? Right. Go to the medical base on... Let's just fucking screenshot this again, because I will never remember this shit. How have you been anyways, Zafir? I've not seen you for a little bit, man. Go to the medical base on Shoal. Located in the... I was gonna say Cactus. The Cactus system. Hades Gamma Cluster. Hades Gamma, right next door. Plutus, Antaeus, Cactus. I have played Wolf Among Us. It's one of the best ones. Wolf Among Us is fan-fucking-tastic. It actually made me buy the comic. I have the omnibus. I've read a bit of it, but I never did finish it. But the comic, from what I read, is really good as well. Yeah, Wolf Among Us was fantastic. It was one of their best. That, I'd say their best is Oh, I didn't mean to land there, never mind. I'd say their best is Wolf Among Us, the first Borderlands one, and, Walking Dead. The first Walking Dead. By far. Really, really good games, all three of them. Although I think The Walking Dead did get a little bit overhyped. They say Wolf Among Us 2 is coming up. I mean, I hope it's good. Because if you've seen what happened with Borderlands 2... Sorry, the second Borderlands game from them... It was bad, man. It was really, really bad. Maybe I've just got too old for Borderlands humor. I don't know. The last Borderlands game I really enjoyed outside of the Telltale one was 2. Maybe I've just got over Borderlands humor. But the second Telltale one, it wasn't Telltale, it's another company, but it was bad, man. So I'm really hoping if we do get another Wolf Among Us, it gets the respect that it deserves, because it's a good IP. It was one of the better Telltale games, so that might be a series we'll play through at some point. I actually do have the full collection of Telltale's Walking Dead as well. You know when they re-released the whole thing as one big package? I have that. And I've not played it. I've played all of the Walking Dead games, but I've not played the big full package, so that might be a stream series we'll do at one point. It's one of the reasons I got it, really. Same thing with this, the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect. Because I already own all three of these games, but this is a version of the game where they're all nicely tied in with one another. So it saves a lot of bullshittery. So definitely a series we'll do at some point. I've not gone through my equipment yet, have I? I wonder if we got any better equipment. I like how I just outright cheese that. Where did I park the car? There it is. But, I hope it's good, man. Let me have a look. Let's have a look at the equipment, because it's been a while since we've looked through this shit. Nothing I'd really replace here. Nothing here. I just need the better version of the Spectre gear for that one. Harpoon. I'm happy with what I've got. Oh, wait, shit. Hey, that's the next one. Yeah, I love the upgraded version of that. Thank you very much. And I'm pretty sure I've got better explosions. High explosive, 31 damage. 28 damage. Alright, that is the best one. A better amp. Cooldown bonus. Yeah, most of my biotics aren't damaging, they're just control, so that's better. And I've not got better armor just yet. Mass Effect 1's a bit tedious to 100% most of the time. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not getting all these. If we manage to finish any of these, then great, but I'm not going out my way to do the collectibles. But outside of that, yeah. But no, I do agree, it can be a little bit tedious because a lot of the game is rubber car, like Mako sections. So, yeah. But, I don't know, as long as... I don't find this as brain dead as a lot of the stuff you had to do in Inquisition, at least. You know. Things change up a little bit. You see a lot of repeated assets, like in Dragon Age 2, but again, it's like not the whole game, so it doesn't feel as bad. That's actually one thing I love about this game. See, the problem that came with Dragon Age 2 and later games is they took too much from Mass Effect. They tried to turn the Dragon Age series into, like, Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2. They tried to do that too much, and it lost a lot of its charm. I am perfectly okay with inventory management because all this adds a sense of progression. It also gives a lot of visual diversity, because over time, you're swapping out weapons, you're swapping out armor, you're messing around with the additions, and it changes things up a little bit. Your characters look a little bit different as you're going through the game. It's a visual side of progress, and it adds, it removes a lot of the tedium of the game. To me, I have the exact opposite opinion because it just adds a little bit more. But again, I'm a fan of what you call it, sniper rifle. But I'm a fan of classic RPGs, so I'm perfectly okay with that kind of thing. Inventory management is part of the game, so that doesn't bother me. I tend to do it in between sessions. It does bother me when your equipment is, like, limited. You have, like, a weight system. When a game has a weight system and you have to fuck around with your inventory every 30 minutes, then it becomes annoying. But this game doesn't have anything like that, so you can just sort it out at your leisure. So I tend to do it between streams. But I loved it. I like this system, because I like RPGs. But, yeah, I know a lot of people weren't a fan of that. This game is very interesting. We'll see if you can bring the full might of the galaxy to the Reaper was. There is a way to get every race to that war. Too bad Andromeda wasn't as good. I've not yet played Andromeda. I've played all three of these games numerous times. 3 less so. I think I've only played through Mass Effect 3 twice, so this will be my 3rd time. But I'm planning on going through all the series. Andromeda I've never played through, so that will be interesting. But I'm pretty sure that I have got, like, the perfect ending a few times. Like, you know, brokering peace between the Geth and the Right, that's an insane scientist? Hello? I mean, they're insane, so that's not a good sign. Hello? Friendly? Hello? Ah, fuck! Oh god, fucking biotics! Yeah, you, my friend, can take a siesta. You can fuck off.
We are the evolution of humanity! You cannot stop the future!
Oh, shit. What do you think this is, Dustborn? Alright. As we can see, I have the aim of a stormtrooper. Alright, let's... smack her in the face. We're good, we're good. Did any scientists die? No. Look at that fucker T-posing for dominance. Right. Let's shield up for a quick second. But yeah, it is a taste thing. I know a lot of people find the whole inventory management system really boring and, like, repetitive. But I like it. I'm a big fan of RPGs, so I just consider it part of the genre. Some games do it better than others, though. Hey, all civilians are safe. I am amazing. Even though I shoot like a stormtrooper. Right.
Don't get me next time.
Well, no, because they're dead. Alright, let's have a look around for stuff. Wait, was I hip firing? Oh, do you mean hip fire from this? I mean, I'm using a sniper rifle. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, as I say, I like RPGs. I'm not much of a shooter player, so don't expect any elite skills. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, I'm using the sniper rifle. I'm good. I will do a lot more hip fire if I'm using the shotgun. Basically, for this quest, they basically warn you not to kill civilians. So I'm like, right, okay. I want to make sure I've got precision. Forgetting, of course, that I can't aim for shit. I fucking love the sniper rifle in this game, though. Pretty much every time I play Mass Effect, I almost always end up using a sniper rifle and a shotgun. Primarily. It's just some of the most satisfying sniper rifle gameplay in a game like this. Which, to be honest, I suppose is saying that. There aren't really that many games like this. Come on, you bugger. There we are. One shot, one kill. I don't know. I don't really put that much, I mean, it is good. But I've not really memorized all the different ones. I just go with what makes the most sense for me. So let's see. The one I've gone with, of high explosive rounds, rail extensions, so, you know, a lot of damage in one, but the heat builds up fast. But I don't think it builds up fast enough to be a problem. So, plus, for me, I'm a terrible aim, so I've got to compensate for missing. But, we gotta do over, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm alright with it. I think it depends on how they, like, how it's implemented. I don't know, maybe it's just a case of being used to it. I'll take it over, sprinting any day. That's, like, one video game convention that I fucking hate. Like, you're a character in a video game, so chances are you're very, very, like, fit, right? And the idea of a this is going to be a fresher more, isn't it? The idea of a very, very fit character getting out of breath from sprinting faster than I do is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it is. So I'm not really a fan of that. But, the overheating system doesn't bother me, because I just don't think it's that big of an issue. It is early game. It can be annoying early game when you've not got very good weapons, but as time goes on, it really isn't much of an issue. Like, the sniper rifle in this game feels more like an assault rifle, depending on how you build it. The assault rifle is one weapon I basically never use, though. Because that's where the heat mechanic kind of does get annoying. But the pistol, the shotgun, the sniper rifle, they're all great. Yeah, the heat does get annoying with the assault rifle. Come on, you bugger. Pressure more. You get a lot of shit for killing me, so it is worth it. Come to the surface, you fuck. Thank you. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate those things. They are a bit tedious to deal with. And early on, they can be a bastard. There we are. Decent amount of XPs, nice amount of gold. Good shit. We'll hopefully be able to find some more, Colossus. Is it Colossus? I can't remember the name of the gear. I think it's Colossus. I was very paranoid of playing surfaces. Yeah, I mean, I called it before we even saw it. You see a big open area like this in the makeout, and you're like, oh, it's pressure more time. Every time, without fail. Meant to catch people out in the early game, I think, because they can one-shot you super early on. But as the game goes on, you should be fine. I think it's Colossus armor we're after. I don't know how that worked. I basically went for a solid object there, but you know what? No complaints. Right, Right, report to Admiral Hackett. Good. Oh yeah, they're all over the place. Although that's, again, what game was that? Was that Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect 3? It was Mass Effect 3, wasn't it? Where you fight like a giant Freshimore, but like on land, as opposed to in the Mako. That was a decent fight. I think what sets Chichanka apart, though, is people don't tend to build on planets where Freshimores are. Let's see, so we've done that. We want to do the, what's the one? Hostile Takeover. Right, so we did the first one. I'm going to screenshot this because I will forget. There we are. Screenshot taken. Mass Effect 2. Right.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Hey there, Hackett.
It could be done, Commander. You managed to secure the base and neutralize the biotics without a single civilian casualty.
Well, you see, Hackett, what happened was, despite the fact that you told me that you were using them as human shields, the scientists were kind of just running around talking about human supremacy and T-posing for dominance. They weren't really being used as human shields, they were just kind of there. So, yeah.
Just doing my job, Admiral. I couldn't let innocent lives be lost.
I wish
oh, it was the Grunt trial. Okay, that makes sense. Sounds like something Grunt would want to do.
You're a credit to the uniform, Shepard. We're in your debt. Fifth Fleet out.
Maybe you do it again in Mass Effect 3? I think Mass Effect 3 is mostly just Reapers, though. Right, let's survey the rest of this area, because we didn't survey everything. We were too eager to just land and kill shit. You pit a Freshimore against the Reaper. I forgot about that. What do you think about Mass Effect 3 in general? Because admittedly, I didn't play Mass Effect 3 right away, because the only way to play Mass Effect 3 back in the day was through Origin. And I had the first two on Steam, and I couldn't be arsed downloading another system. I have Origin now, but, I mean, EA thing now, but, let's see. Crime Lord's located in the hand system of the Gemini Sigma cluster. We've been there. And the DIS system of the Hades Gamma cluster. Oh, it's where we are. Okay, we need to go and DIS someone. Cacus. This one. The mother of all Freshimores. It was a good fight, though. Have we been here? Is the question. I'm sure we've been to DIS before. Nah, it looks like we have been here before. Oh, no, we can survey that. Alright, it is new. Survey that. Here we go. We've got more bandits to take care of. Right, well, we brought Rex with us quite a few times now. Let's bring Tali, of course, and let's bring my favorite character. Oh yeah, the Citadel DLC is fantastic. Have you ran into Tali Zora yet? Yeah, she's in the party. I've got all the companions with us. Tali is in, like... Tali will be with us pretty much every time, because I don't have tech skills, so I kind of need her. It's a good thing she's like my second favorite character in the series, because I typically hate needing to bring characters with me all the time because I don't have their skills, especially if I don't like them. I was like that with, shit, what's the name of that girl in Dragon Age? I can't believe I forgot her name. She's like the most popular character in the series. The ginger one. She grows on me as the series continues, but she's only really good in Inquisition, I think. I don't like her in the first game. She's like a weird mixture of girly girl and preachy at the same time. Not a fan. Liliala. Liliala. That's it. That's her name. Yeah, I didn't really like bringing Liliala with me when I didn't play a rogue in Dragon Age Origins, because I had to bring her with me all the friggin' time.
Just lead the way.
I would often install a mod so I could, like, use a magic spell to unlock chests. That's typically what I did. So I didn't have to bring her with me. Very unpopular opinion, though. Lilial is one of the most popular characters in the series. I'm so glad we have that. Because like, I don't need to really aim that. I just point and fire, and I win. So good. Oh, let's let's back off the ramp a little bit so I can actually walk up there. Liliana. That's it, Liliana. Not Liliala. Liliana. There we go. Look me, I can't speak today. Oh, I can't remember what to do exactly, but I think most of the important decisions when it comes to trying to get the Quinari and the Geth together, or the Quarians, I should say, and the Geth together, that starts in Mass Effect 2. So that's definitely something I'm going to write a note down when I get to that. Because I have done it. I have done it, and it really is satisfying as fuck, because that is not a fun quest if you have to choose a side. Italian Legion must talk. They must each trust each other, and they must each come to terms. Yeah, I have done that before. There's more than that, though. You need to choose specific options and obtain, like, specific kind of outcomes in Mass Effect 2 and 3 in order to achieve that. Yeah, who the fuck runs right in front of a sniper? Hello. Goodbye. Anyone else want to run right in the line of fire? No? Okay, well, let's fix that, shall we? Shield. I've got the shotgun, haven't I? Yes. Alright, bitches, ready for this? Hello. Goodbye. Stand to attention. You can sit down, and you can sit down. Done. That was a piece of piss. Like about Mass Effect 3 and the new characters in your party, Vega, Javik. Do you know, it's not common to see somebody saying they like Vega. I'm not saying you're wrong. Vega's decent, especially if you've seen that movie, but, yeah, people tend to hate Vega. The problem with Vega is he just comes in too late, but he's one of the best human companions in the series. It's like everyone shits on Ashley and Caden, especially Caden. But Vega's not bad, he just comes in too late. Javik's great, though. Can't take either side, and you have to take a neutral standpoint as well. Yeah, the thing with the ending for Mass Effect is I honestly don't know how they could have ended it. That's a bad ending. I'm not going to run defense for that. It is a bad ending. But the thing with Mass Effect 3 for me is it achieved... The Reapers were never what made Mass Effect good. The Reapers are an incredibly generic, been there, done that, boring story. We've seen stories like this. Oh, is it doing that bug again? It is. We've seen stories like this in a billion other, sci-fi games. We've seen the Reapers before. They're extremely boring. They're extremely generic. I don't really care about them. What makes Mass Effect good is the social politics between the various races, as well as the internal kind of like stuff with your companions. That's what makes it good. And in Mass Effect 3, you cover a lot of that. You can forge an alliance and broker peace between I keep wanting to say Quinari, but the Quarians and the Geth. You know, you can fix problems with a lot of your companions. You can have massive impacts on like stuff like the genophage. characters you love can sacrifice themselves for the greater good. A lot of shit can happen. And all of that, especially if you get like the best outcomes for a lot of them, is far more satisfying than stopping the generic threat of the Reapers will have ever been. BioWare of this era was so good at doing companions that a lot of the game a lot of the other stuff in the game that you're really meant to care about overshadows it. And this is nothing new from BioWare. It was the same kind of deal with Neverwinter Nights. The original big bad of Neverwinter Nights are a bunch of ancient lizard people, you know? But that's going to be less interesting than... That's less interesting than the companions you see in the later expansions. You don't really have companions in the first game, they're just henchmen. But in, like, compared to the writing of the companions you have in Hordes of the Underdark, or one of my favorite companions, Deacon, from Shadows over Innsmouth, or whatever the fuck it's called. Umbrantide, can't remember the name of it. But Deacon the Kobold, they are far more memorable than the generic big threat of any of these games. We've seen it in Knights of the Old Republic. The same shit with that. Your companions and Revan as a character is far more interesting than the generic bullshit that the Sith are getting up to. The overarching plot in a lot of BioWare games is just not that interesting compared to the companions. And this has been the case time and time and time again. So, the ending being super generic and really kind of like half-arsed, for me, didn't bother me. Because the rest of the game and the conclusions that came for the companions and those stories was far more satisfying than killing the generic enemy was ever going to be. What I found Mass Effect 3 was the fact that the Reapers missed their... Still free of the original race where the Reapers were somewhere in the... Oh, yeah. One Prothean. I mean, considering how many... Like, it's a big galaxy, you know? It's like, you know when you buy a cleaning product and it says kills 99.9% of germs? There's still that 0.1% that's gonna get away, you know? It's the sacrifice. At the red one, where you blow up all of the teleporters. Yeah, that is the best one. I went for Synergy the first time. And then I've watched theory videos since. And I'm like, oh shit, I went down the Seraph route. I was tricked. I went down the Seraph route. The fan theory videos on the ending of Mass Effect 3 did make me appreciate it a little bit more. Right, we're done here. Return to the Normandy. Both Vega and Edie are real eye candies. Vega's a little bit muscly for me. I'm not really a big fan of that much muscle personally. But, Edie, yeah, I see it with Edie. Have you seen their numbers? Wait, what numbers? What am I talking about here? Journal. Alright, so... we got the annoying fan quest line. Still gotta do that. That's the main quest stuff. Right. Hostile takeover? Right, cool. Let's go back to the Citadel then. Oh, wait, no, we meet somewhere else, don't we? The Horsehead Nebula. Right, we're taking a screenshot of this again. Because I will forget. Alright. I mean, his legs are already kind of fucked. I think he'll be alright. Joker is a bottom, though. That's pretty obvious. Edie definitely wears the pants in that relationship. Go to the Faolan system and the Horsehead Nebula. Oh, the Reapers? Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. It makes sense that there's a shit ton of them. But I don't know, I think, you mean the original Reapers? Did they miss, like, the original ones? I thought they only missed, like, I think it's Leviathan and a few others like that. Funny, though. I do like that, though. It's like a life will find a way kind of, you know, quite the storyline. Even if everything else is kind of, you know, cleared. Let's bring Kaidan with us this time around. Don't ask me what. No. We're dealing with. We'll bring Garrus, just because Garrus is the lore officer kind of here. I don't know whether it'll matter. I don't know whether it'll matter. Have you cleared Fierus? I have. There's that. The reason why I can't hand in that quest is because the guy died before I handed it in. I should have gone back, but I didn't. So I cleared out every single one of those quests except that one, because it was the leader, and he dies by the end of it. So I can't hand it in. He's some real good eye candy. In terms of romance, I typically go for Garrus if I'm playing Femshep, which I typically do. And if I'm playing the male shepherd, I typically play for I typically go for Tali. Which is funny, actually, because I know they end up together if you never romance them. And they're very, very cute together. Where the fuck am I? Alright, I'm there. I do like the music in this game. I think I said this last time, but the music is really nice. I've done the... I think the next main story quest we've got is the Hold the Line section. I'm just clearing side quests at the moment, because I've got a completionist mentality. And it's just the way I tend to operate in these games. Like, I'm typically, when I do these streams, I tend to play them quite close to how I play them myself. I'll change a few things up, for example. I do tend to meander around some areas much longer when I play a game myself than I would if I'm streaming. Who are you planning to sacrifice, Ash or Kaidan? I mean, spoilers for one, but it is an old game. If somebody's not played this, it's their own fault. But, I'm gonna get rid of Ashley. I am actually romancing Kaidan at the moment. And I feel... For fuck's sake. I feel like, oh, fuck. I feel like giving Kaidan some credit. Because Kaidan is a character everyone shits on. Like, everyone shits on Kaidan. And it's actually... The reason why is because Kaidan's a Labrador. That's the problem. And people tend to hate Labrador characters because they find them boring. It was the same thing with the guy from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Both of them. There's one Labrador character. Like, I think it's the first game they try and sell him as kind of a roguish type. But he is just a Labrador. This is another Fresher Moor, isn't it? And then in Baldur's Gate 3 recently, the Blade, the Warlock, people shit on him as well because he's a Labrador. People don't like Labradors. They don't. They don't like good-natured, loyal characters because they think they're boring. How many people have failed relationships again? Labradors are the kind of people you want in relationships. You want people who are good-natured and honest and loyal. You want people like that, for fuck's sake. But, A lot of people don't like Caden. They think he's boring. It does say a lot, though. Like, to pull that meme, it says a lot about modern society. That in Baldur's Gate 3, fucking Astarion is the most popular. And that guy is toxic as all hell. That is a guy that will fucking dominate you. He will mind control you if you give him what he wants. He is a self-centered, arrogant prick and doesn't really go through much of any character development whatsoever. But he's the most popular character by a long shot. The other one being Shadowheart, who is a conceited twat as well. Meanwhile, the good-natured characters get shat all over by people. It says a lot. It does say a lot. But no, I'm gonna sacrifice Ashley for two major reasons. One, I want to give Caden some credit, and no one else is gonna do that. And two, I fucking hate the way Ashley looks in Mass Effect 2. She looks like she's volunteering for a fucking L'Oreal commercial. She's a soldier. Why the fuck does she have hair like she's just come from a fucking conditioner advert? It's like every time I see her in Mass Effect 2, I feel like she's gonna go, maybe it's Maybelline because I'm worth it, or some dumb shit like that. Oh, I hate the way they changed her. They over-sexified her.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead,
and to be honest, I'm fine with them not taking much of a role in 2 and 3 because they're not very good characters. They're fine, but they're not very good. I love both Ashley and Caden. Both characters are loyal and good-natured and honest. Actually, that's one thing I like about Ashley. Ashley is a bit of a racist, but considering her military history and the war people have just gone on with the Taurians, and how fucking weird a lot of these races are, yeah, I kind of understand being a little bit racist. I'm sure most of these alien races are a bit racist towards the other races as well. It's nature. It's fine. So long as it doesn't get to the point of being, like, genuinely really discriminatory and it's just a general little bit of human nature, then I think it's fine. Tell what you really think about him, don't you? But no, I like Caden. Caden is a cute little Labrador. I like Caden. He's just, there are better characters in the series, but he's not the worst human. The worst humans come in Mass Effect 2, and that's another hot take, about one of them at least. But I'm pretty sure if we took away her ass, she wouldn't have as many fans. And you know who I'm talking about.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will
Isn't that the same with
Caden?
Do you mean being a little bit racist?
Illegal technologies.
I think Caden's not so blatant about it, but I like Ashley because she's really honest, even when she shouldn't be. And that's a trait I like in people in general. I like people that come across as a little bit abrasive, because there's a difference between telling it like it is as an excuse to be a twat and not give a shit about people's opinions, and there's telling it like it is in that you're honest, they're honest, and you always know where you stand with them. But they still respect other people's opinions and feelings and shit like that. But they're just honest. They just know how, but they know how to put it in a way where they don't come across like a massive bellend. You know what I mean?
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving.
But that's what I like about Ashley. You know what you stand
Perhaps
with her,
you're right.
and that's respectable.
Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested.
The Blue Women are secretly trying to take over the universe. It's funny, like, if you go back and watch a bunch of the VODs, I'm quite racist towards the Asari. Don't fucking trust the Asari. Don't. Even the way we think they look is psychic suggestion. The Asari probably don't look like how we think they look. They project the perfect, like, beauty standard in the eyes of, like, every race. Every race that looks at them, see their ideal to a certain degree. Personally, I like her, but that's me. But, you know, it's No, no, they're big, weird, blue, psychic, manipulative bastards with, like, weird basketball rubber heads. No. No, I don't like the Asari at all. The Asari creep me the fuck out. I think it's perfectly reasonable to be racist towards the Asari. It's also perfectly reasonable to be racist towards the Krogan. Because outside of, like, Rex, most of them are fucking idiots and aggressive. Like... I would die before going to prison. I would certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal? I kind of want to kill her. I'm not going to lie.
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
Pause
You
for
won't.
effect.
I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Asari can manipulate me every time. Asari suggestion in progress. We've lost Zephyr, guys. Zephyr is an Asari simp. We are their favorite species to mate with. We humans are the favorite flavor to them. I mean, wait, where did you find that out? Did an Asari tell you that? Because, I mean, the Asari would have reasons to lie to you, you know what I mean? where in the game does it say that? I mean, it's funny if true, because you guys have played this game. You know where I'm referencing them changing the way they look to appeal to the different races. There's an SCP like this. If any of you are aware of SCPs, okay, these guys are never scary or threatening in any way. It's like, there's an SCP that is just a big blob. Like, it's just a big, like, thing of ooze. Oh, no, wait, it's not ooze. It's a slug, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a big slug. And it lives off love. And everybody that sees this big slug sees their sexual ideal. And the slug just kind of leeches off people. And that's kind of it. Like, if you've ever had, like, a deadbeat boyfriend or a deadbeat girlfriend, there's a decent chance that it's this SCP slug. And that's kind of what the Asari make me think of. I like to imagine that they're... Because they already look like mollusks. They already look like mollusks. So I don't think it's much of a stretch to imagine that the Asari look like nautiluses or slugs or snails or something. You know, and we just see what they get that we find attractive. And considering how many people, like, swoon all over Asari, it works. Who's the sim for Asari for... Wait, who's the sim for... Mass Effect anyway, besides Asari? Garrus? He's way too busy with calibrations! I'm a sim for Garrus. Specifically Garrus, though. Not the Taurians in general, just him. Garrus has that, like... Garrus has that bad boy, but he's got a good heart thing going on. I've always been a bit of a fan for that. Taurian wreckage. I think we've been there. Let's have a quick gander just in case. Pretty sure we've been there. Project Blue Sun is the entire series. Oh, okay. Blue Sun's a gang, isn't it? Wait, so is Blue Sun like the Asari version of Cerberus? The main thing that puts me off Asari is they're this game's version of elves. And I think it's pretty reasonable to be racist towards elves, typically speaking. They tend to be assholes. Fantasy racism is always fun. And people want to get rid of that because they can't separate fantasy racism from real life racism. But fantasy racism has always been fun. And a lot of the logs in Mass Effect 2. I never read too many of the logs. I didn't know that. That's awesome, though. The idea was to sustain a story. Oh, concubines with anyone who is politically influential in the galaxy. I simp for Garrus too. Most people do. It's unusual. You'll find that almost every human politician has an Asari concubine. Curious, do you not think? That is a good point. Again, don't trust the Asari. I trust my intuition. I trust my intuition. My intuition is right about most things. I've very rarely been taken astray by my intuition. And my intuition has told me for a long time, never fucking trust the Asari. And you just proved my point, my friend. Well done. Right, is that main quest? Find a Torian. That's got to do with the gang thing, isn't it? If I go to that, I might be able to warn him about what's going on. I think that's what I'll do. This game is probably the type to enable me to warn him. So let's go to the Citadel. We've not been there for a little bit. For Vega and Caden, too. It's nice to meet somebody that likes characters that are a little bit unappreciated in the series. Everyone always goes Gaga over Liara and Miranda. Not a fan, personally. Miranda I want to punch in the face most of the time. Like, I really don't like her. What's the name of the guy from Cerberus as well? He is the worst character in the series. That male companion, I forget his name. He is actually useless in every way. And he is the only character in Mass Effect who will fucking cheat on you. Absolute prat. I forget his name. But the guy, you get 2 Cerberus companions, and he is the worst one. He's the worst companion in the series. I fucking hate that guy. Is it Jason or something like that? I can't remember his name. Let's take him with me, and we'll change things up by using the exact same team we always use.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
That assassin dude from Mass Effect 2, oh, he is a sweetheart. That, if you like yourself the tragic romance, that assassin is the one you want to go for. That will appeal to every lover of tragedy.
Admiral Kahoku,
let's call him Bob. Yeah,
fuck
Bob.
The Alliance military has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes. Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children.
That's probably why people
love
Liara, because she's a fangirl, and a lot of people like that. I think my issue with Liara is I think she has less of a personality. Like, I typically like, is it Kundere? Is it Kundere? I think it's Kundere. I don't know how many people are anime people here. I'm a little bit of a weeb, but not a lot. But I typically like, I think it's Kundere. The kind of, like, understated, shy characters that seem a little bit cold at first. I'm a fan of those, and that's kind of what Liara is, but there's something about her that just... She always feels distant. She always feels cold. Even when she's showing emotion, there's something about it that always feels cold. I don't know what it is. Kara's dead. She's a good character. I don't hate Liara. I just have... My opinion of Liara is like most people's opinion of Caden. I find her very dull. While we're here as well, we really should check to see if we've got the armor. Liara is more interesting in terms of the grand kind of like story, more than anything.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good.
Not a tsundere, no. Tsunderes hate you. Liara doesn't hate you. Liara is just shy. I think it's a kudere. I'll have a look in a minute. View standard items. Do we have Colossus? We have Hammer, Hurricane. We don't have Colossus today. Our supplier might have it.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human. Yes, human.
Oh god, I did it again. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What is this, Rex Shepard? Come on.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human. Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Jacob! That's the guy I was thinking of.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Oh, the thief, Kasumi. Yeah, Kasumi's pretty cool. Kasumi is... The DLC characters from Mass Effect 2 that don't really have much of an influence in the majority of the game, they are surprisingly good. Kasumi and the Mercenary are both very good. Oh yeah, I like all the races as well. I think all the races are really well done. Colossus, Heavy Armor Krogan. I think we have him in Krogan, don't we? X. I'm pretty sure we have him set up. He's not with us at the moment. Damn it. He's not with us at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we've got him in that. It's fine. We're looking for human mostly. I want to gear up Shepard more than anything else. Right, let's save the game because I don't want to be working for these twats. I want to warn this guy against them rather than work with them. Because I'm playing a goody-goody fucking two-shoes. Meh, a sniveling good guy. Zaid! Huh. Yes, Zaid is so good. I love his name as well, Zaid.
Can I help you?
A human named Finch wanted me to use my authority as a Spectre to free Kurt Wiseman.
The xenophobe? I should have known he'd have friends. Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard on his cell.
Good shit.
I knew you'd rat us out, Shepard.
Then why ask me, you twat?
Time. When we're through telling our story,
hey look, it's an ass cam.
Aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
If you want humanity to be strong, a smear attack on the first human Spectre is a bad idea.
True.
The Spectre is right. This is humanity's chance to prove itself. There's even talk of earning a council seat.
Of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind.
It's funny because he's right. He's right, though. In Mass Effect 2, I will be in bed with one of his kind.
I am trying to make humanity strong, Finch. Are you gonna stand in my way?
Fine, Shepard, you're right. You're not one of the Reds. Maybe you never were.
Good! Twat.
That man is a xenophobe who thinks he can blackmail a Spectre. You should have killed him.
That's not the way I work.
Goodbye, human. It'll be interesting to see what kind of Spectre you turn out to be.
I'm sorry, would you rather me operate like Saren? Just kill him and everyone around here just to stop fucking witnesses, you know, testifying? Fuck off. God damn it. Try and help people, and this is the thanks you get. See, playing a Renegade... I've said this in, like, every stream, but playing a Renegade Shepard is the most fun you will have in this game. Renegade Shepard is really funny, but playing a Paragon Shepard is the most long-term rewarding method. Right. Where's the teleportation station? Okay, we're done that, haven't we? Good. Good! Kasumi's good, but her AI and her loyalty mission is really dumb. She kept getting shot and couldn't... That's a bug, that, isn't it? Doesn't she die, like, regardless? Goody Two-Shoes is the way to go. I tried it to be evil, but it really sucks. I think I think Renegade Evil Shepard is really fun. I am a fan of it. But I think Paragon is the way to go your first time through. I think it's the same thing for a lot of games. If you play as a good character in most games, you're going to see more of the characters you're working with. You're going to see them in depth. And then when you get around to being an evil bastard, it really hits harder because you have more of an understanding of the humanity of what you're fucking up, essentially.
Later today.
Or maybe that's just me being truly evil, because it's more fun to kill someone that you view as fully human than it is to kill someone who is just another NPC in the way. You know what I mean? It's like why I love in Dragon Age Origins when you're doing an evil run through of that and just watching Alistair just fall into despair. I love Alistair. He's one of my favorite companions in any video game. He's one of the best characters in the Dragon Age series. But watching that man completely fucking crumble and everything he knows and loved just be destroyed in front of him is so satisfying. I still haven't done a Dark Age run of Baldur's Gate 3 and I really want to, because I love being an evil fucker. Being an evil fucker is so much fun in these games, but like I've said, you only really appreciate being an evil fucker if you've been a good fucker first. Because again, you get to see more of what you're destroying in later playthroughs. But Paragon is very fun. Some of the funniest moments come from being a dickhead shepherd. Oh yeah, Saren, I want to give you my rant about the council. I tried to stick to neutral standpoint. Oh, that's interesting. I've never played a neutral run. Like, generally speaking, I am good-natured, but I don't want to be good-natured to the point of being a pacifist. Because being a pacifist just makes you open to attack. Being a pacifist is a really stupid mentality to have. I forget what the saying goes. It's like, peaceful and harmless are different things. Somebody who does not want to fight is different from somebody who cannot or will not fight. You know? A very, very different thing. I would consider myself more peaceful than a pacifist or harmless. And that's kind of the way to be. So I think in a lot of video games, being a good character can get to the point where you're being stupid. Yeah, he does. Oh no! No, he is wearing Colossus X. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy that, because he's already got that. He's good, he's good. But I've never tried doing a neutral run before. I should give that a go at some point. Have you got anything for us?
Looking for supplies?
I am. Yes.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, give me... Oh, Torian. Why the I've already given Garrus... Ah, for fuck's sake. It's always Torian and Krogan. What the fuck? Have we got any good... sniper rifle? We've got none of the big Spectre ones just yet. Oh, shame. Alright. We'll get there. We'll get there. Right, I think we shall actually make some progress now, shouldn't we? My male shepherd was Captain Kirk, as in every chick wanted to bang him. My female shifter was like a cross between the boss and the major. She was mean and the most male character were intimidated. That's awesome. I played it the different way around. My female shepherd was the goody two-shoes and my male shepherd was the asshole. My male shepherd... I've read that. So you remember when you go to tell the council about Serum and Eden Prime? Serum appears there via holographic protection, and apparently the council isn't bothered at all that Saren is already all synthetic. He's like he's a cyborg more than anything, isn't he? Doesn't Saren like represent the merge kind of path? How could he not see that? I mean, how long has he lived like that? That's the question. How long has Saren been like most like cybernetic? This game being neutral was the hardest thing I've ever done. It was way harder than Star Wars Nitro. But I mean, considering the fact that half of the choices in this game are like built around charm and intimidate, and the way you unlock this system is by doing those options, yeah, you kind of fuck yourself by going neutral. It's an interesting idea, though. It might be something I'll do at some point. Let's see. Shock Trooper. I don't need Warp. I don't need... I mean, look, I've not even boosted my shotgun at all, and it's still fucking powerful as all hell. I love that. I'll go with Spectre training, I think. Right, journal. What are we doing next? Don't care about the fan just yet. Right. Let's do these. Because I know the next big thing is Veermeyer. Also, I love how the quest is Race Against Time, and I've been fucking around for like the past few streams. Right. Let's investigate the facility. Let's write this down. I think this is Cerberus stuff, isn't it? I remember Cerberus. There was quite a few of these things connected to each other. So that's what we'll do now. I love how this game loves elevators. But yeah, the Council of Dickheads. They really are. They're complete assholes. And one of the most unsatisfying things in this series is you can save the fucking Council at the end of this game. You can choose to save them. You could fuck them over, but you choose to save them. And they still do not trust your ass in the second game. And I was like, I'm sorry, how much more do I have to do for you ungrateful, lazy-ass fuckers for me to prove that I'm a good person? I've done nothing but, like, freaking Paragon acts the entire time I was with you, and you don't fucking trust me? Hello? Oh, I hate the Council. They're absolute assholes. But that's one of the things that makes Mass Effect so good. The groups of people that you shouldn't trust in real life, you shouldn't trust here. Never trust politicians, and never trust the media. That's the same thing applies to this game. Maroon Sea Cluster. I can be evil in Skyrim or Oblivion, but not in Mass Effect or DA. I mean, that's because Skyrim and Oblivion doesn't really have any really heavy, hard-hitting characters. They have memorable characters, but none that you actually grow to care for as people, whereas Dragon Age and Mass Effect do. But that to me is why I think... playing a good run in these games makes playing evil more impactful. Because they do, like, Dragon Age and Mass Effect do have really good, well-written characters. So when you play good, you get to see more of those characters. You get to see their humanity, for lack of a better word. And then if you play evil, you really see how much you destroy these people's lives. And that, to me, is what makes playing evil so fun. When you're playing evil in a video game, it is fun to be like an evil mustache twirler and really fuck up the lives of the people you've grown to know in your past playthrough. It's why Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, playing as a swarm that walks is one of the funniest things, because everyone turns against you. Even the evil aligned characters will turn against you, because you are an all-consuming force of destruction. You will kill everything in your wake, and everything becomes food for the swarm. And it's so good. You end up going around killing and consuming your own companions as the alliance that you built up turn against you. Oh shit, wrong button. As the alliance that you've built up turn against you. It's really fun. I love being an evil bastard in those games, man. But you wouldn't appreciate that if the swarm that walks was your first playthrough.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander.
But it's one of the
no
fun
message,
things
just
about
a locator
that.
Signal.
Which is why you secure various resources behind their backs and they don't know about. I looked up the Asari project and the Project Blue Sunrise. My apologies for the Blue Sun thing. Ah, okay, that's a very, very easy mistake to make. They're the Asari's version of Cerberus. That makes sense, that makes sense. It wouldn't surprise me if most of the races had a faction like that. Okay, yeah. But yeah, they're very similar names. That's a very easy mistake to make. That's cool though. That is definitely something I want to look into. Alright. Speaking of Asari, let's take Liara with us this time just for a bit of variety. I don't really like Liara, but we'll bring her with us. She's good. She's a good unit. It makes more sense to save the council because human council's even bleaker. And turns on Shepard as well, Mass Effect 2. Yeah, true. That is one decision that I'm not a fan of. That decision. But saving the council does make more sense politically. What the fuck? There's enemies over there? What is over here? There's a fair few things over here. Let's see what I can pew-pew. Hello? Hello? Oh, who are you? Oh, husks. You're a loser, baby. A loser, goddamn baby. You're a fucked up little shiny husk. You're a loser just like me. There's a few things here. I'm actually going the wrong way on the map or what? No, no, no. This is completely just by paying attention. Nice. Oh, shoot him in the ass, get rid of him. Have a look at these. Let's have a look what's here. Encryption. Alright, we got everything there. Oh, no, that one. I missed that one. Oh, this is the complicated one. Oh, that's, nope. Nice. It helps me concentrate if I'm making stupid noises like a fucking moron, but there we go. Also, maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think it makes more sense to choose Ambassador Udiner as the human counselor rather than Captain. Udiner does make more sense because Udiner fits in with the council more than the other guy. I forget his name. Because Udiner is a scumfuck that is just after political power, which is pretty much what they all are anyway. So that does make more sense. Like, yeah, it does make more sense. It is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think it's a bad one. Definitely. I have done that. I think I chose him when I went for an evil Shepard run, and if I remember correctly, it does work out better. From what I could tell, we couldn't find somebody to pair with Shepard. More importantly, one of their purebloods. Liara was also, which also happens to be one of the youngest and brightest minds. Liara is interesting. I can see Liara eventually turning into an incredibly powerful matriarch over time. Because, like, most Asari, when they're around her age, they're spending their time in strip clubs. They're not actually fucking doing anything useful with their time. They're just whoring around. That does make her stand out a little bit more. Makes sense, though. Even though Udiner gives people negative vibes. Udiner! Yeah, I do think Udiner is more complicated than people make him out to be, myself included. But he is a prick. Like, I don't think he's evil, but he is a prick. But I do remember it working out better than the Admiral. Can't remember what happens, but I have done that before. Oh, I've got a little bit of lag there. That didn't like that. Good. Alright, there's one more thing down. I wonder if we'll get to the Hold the Line segment today. I hope so. That is one of my favorite moments in the entire fucking game. We will hold the line. When bloody blah happened, in the bloody blah, we held the line. I fucking love that sequence so much. It's right up there with, in Dragon Age Origins, when you get Alistair going up there, and he goes, "For Ferelden! For the Grey Waters!" And depending on the armor you have on him, he's probably got massive pauldrons. And the way the camera moves, the pauldrons just completely cover his fucking face. One of my favorite moments. I love that shit, dude. They are Florian creepers. How did they even end up here? It looks like they crash landed in some kind of pod. I don't know. Choosing Odina works out for you. It didn't work out for me. I chose the Admiral. The Admiral cannot be influenced by Cerberus. However, Uni is quickly corrupted by Cerberus. It might have had more influence by various other options I chose. That could have been it. But I will be choosing the Admiral in this playthrough. I will not be choosing Odina. But I do remember it working out for me though. Oh god, rubber car time. Give me a fucking Skyrim horse any day. Come on. I dursen like jump, because if I jump, I'm just going backwards. Come on. Oh my god. The Mako has... No. No. I'm gonna leave this in a minute. I think I need a little blue pill for the Mako because I can't get it up. Right. No, there's that over there. I need to get there. Right, let's try a different way. Alright, there we go. Let's try going around. God, the Mako, man. It's up there, I can see it. Come on, come on. There has got to be a better way. Incidentally, do you know in Skyrim, do you know the area around Markarth? I fucking hate that area around Markarth for this exact reason. It's just all hilly and a pain in the ass to get through. Okay, here we go. There we go. We're finding a way. There was will, and where there's a will, there's a way. I think I overspoke. Ah! Fuck! Get up! Ah. I can do this. I can do this. Cue the Rocky music. No, no. I'm fighting a losing battle here. It's a good job. The map is so helpful. All right, let's go. Let's try going in this direction. Oh my god, how the fuck do I even get there? Do I go? Ah, that way. If I go back this way and then turn around. All right, let's This is why people hate these levels. Oh my god. I'll read in a minute. Let me just choose the direction so I can turn around and start reading. Sorry, Counselor is meant to be more sensible, while Torian Counselor... Yeah, very... The Torian was racist, but again... It makes sense for him to be racist. There's people and our people were at war for years. Makes sense. In the OG MS work didn't have thrusters. Ah! It hardened us. I remember back in my day. We travelled across the Mako. We didn't have any thrusters. We traveled through snow and rain, uphill barefoot, and we were happy, goddammit! This is why people hate the Mako, man. Oh my god. I'm interested to play Andromeda. Oh, quick question. I know you can romance the Torian in Mass Effect Andromeda. what's her sexuality? Is she bi? Or can I only be with her if I choose, like, the male or female shepherd? Because she's probably the one I'm going to end up with. Right, and then let's go down this way. But yeah, I don't want to go into too much spoilers for Mass Effect Andromeda, because I do want to be surprised by a lot of that shit. But when I do get around to playing it, it'll be a little bit. I think Mass Effect 2 is probably going to be faster than this, just because there's less bullshit. Although there is probing. The probing sucks. I haven't tried yet. I'll look it up online when I'm about to play it. Alright, here we go. There we go. Ugh. I think this is where I need to go. I think we should be okay now. Back in my day, we sucked it up and spent hours at the Mako. True. Like, for example, I can see on the map there's another thing to mine. But you know what? On this map, I cannot be arsed. I would usually get it, but this map is so fucking annoying, I'm not even gonna bother. I've seen that little marker on the map, the mini-map down there, but I ain't doing it. Because a fuck that too. This is quite the annoying map. Era, but a lot smaller and a lot homier. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in playing Andromeda. I definitely will play it after we played Mass Effect 3. It's gonna be a little bit... Tell you what, it's lacking here, isn't it? Hello! Goodbye! Right then, let's save the game so we don't die and have to do all fucking that again! Right? Let's have a look what's down here, shall we? I don't even know what this was all about. What are we using? Shotgun? Yeah. Pew pew. Hello? Hello? Ooh. Eve. That's different. This is also different. Okay. Is the Thorian here? Wait, is this Cerberus experimenting on the Thorian? I seem to remember something like that. Barrier. Sharp through the hot. Cure too late. You give love. Bad thing. You can fuck off. And then I want you to... I don't know whether that would work on a... Oh yeah, the Thorian stuff. Cool. Singularity. Yeah, just what we needed. More Thorian shit. God, the shotgun's satisfying. Come on, buddy. And it's funny when you start this game, you're so squishy, but as time goes on, you just decimate. I do like the later gameplay of Vanguard. You're essentially a soldier with biotics. You cannot be stopped. It's great. I will say this, the chick is extremely gung-ho. You might actually think she's related to Garrett in some way. Garrus. Okay. I thought you were going to say Geralt or Geralt from Witcher. But yeah, that makes sense. Again, like, Andromeda was made during BioWare's kind of like, we don't know what we're doing anymore era. So it makes sense that she's just a rehash of Garrus. That's fine. Female Garrus? That is my type. I am all over that. Cerberus Project Overlord, remember to spur the boy and do not leave him there. He will be necessary for the greater war. I remember something about
Rescuers?
that, yeah.
Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
But yeah, I know there's a big...
about the Thorian?
I know there's quite a few things in Mass Effect 2 that have long-reaching effects. Assuming material. I mean, yeah. I have looked through all the romance options, and the female Taurian is the only one I would go through in that.
There's that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm.
Oh, yeah, it's alright if a bunch of people die and an evil is unleashed on the universe. Another company might know our secrets.
It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos.
They're
supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours.
Okay,
but
thank you,
it sounds
Steam,
like
for
they
letting
had
me know.
problems of their
I don't
own.
care.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Jack from Mass Effect 2. I do like Jack from Mass Effect 2. I think she's a really good character. And one of the details about her that I really, really like is if you sleep with her right away, you've got no hope in hell of developing an actual relationship with her. You have to turn her down. And considering how much trauma she's been through, that's actually really realistic. That's one of the most realistic things I've seen in terms of psychology in an RPG. Like, Jack is a really well-designed and well-written character. I really like Jack. I have romanced her before. I really like Jack. She's one of the better characters. She doesn't get as much praise as a lot of the others, but I really like her. When I first started playing Mass Effect 2, that was my first chick I decided to date due to the fact that I didn't trust Miranda. I hate Miranda, dude. Or should I say ass-Randa? Because her entire character is her ass. She talks from it, and that's all anyone can remember about her. As it turns out, Miranda is also sexually attracted to you. Miranda is sexually attracted to power. I don't even trust her, like, in that regard. I really didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. Yeah. If you turn her down, if you don't turn her down, and you sleep with her right away, you've got no hope in hell at developing a real relationship with her. Yeah, a lot of people who have been through some form of trauma like that use sex as a coping mechanism. As a way to feel something, feel close to someone, feel valuable. And, yeah. But you're kind of taking advantage of someone if you're doing that. Although, to be fair, sometimes you're doing that and you're not aware of that's what their mentality is like. So I wouldn't put all the blame on the person, you know.
I've heard all I need to.
But it's a really well-written character in that regard.
I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now.
The thing I did was turn her down and kept her confused and guessing. You're playing a little bit of hard to get her. Well, it's a good thing you did. But yeah, she's a really good character. I like Jack quite a bit.
You were in charge of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally, Exogeny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
This isn't about money. It's about justice. Blood for blood.
That's not going to happen. Open fire.
I shouldn't have selected that. That was very renegade. But you know what? Fuck off. I've got money. I don't care about people that died. I'm just going to shave my own skin. Yeah, fuck Exogeny as well. Exogeny's second-rate mercs proved no match for a trained Alliance Marine. At the last of the Science crew dead, and there's no reason to linger here. Fuck you, assholes.
Think we're good, Commander?
Considering the husks are, like, the Thorian things are basically people as well, it's slavery with extra steps. No, fuck these people. Fuck these people. That was a very renegade move, but you know what? Fuck them. I don't care. That's one of the worst things you can do to me in video games as well. When I meet a character that tries to buy me off, I want to kill them. Because the fact is, if they want to buy me off, that means they've probably got fucking money on them anyway. I'm not going to let them get away with that. So I'll kill them, and I'll take what I want from their fucking corpses. Admittedly, this game has credits and bank accounts and shit like that, so it doesn't quite work like that, but yeah. It's a very quick way for me to very much dislike someone when they try and bribe me. Not a fan of that. And to think I was actually going to experiment with that. Samara is the hardest to romance, however it is possible, despite her Jedi capabilities. Samara, that's the matriarch, isn't it? Or is it her daughter? Give me a minute. Mass Effect. Yeah, she's okay. I've never tried to romance her. I don't hate her as a character, but I don't love her either. She's alright. She's in that category for me. Mass Effect is definitely a world where the corpos won. I mean, again, that's realistic. Think about it. What kind of people are going to have the money to colonize and go into space and things? You know, it's going to... A lot of this shit's going to be funded by corporations and governments and things. You know? And people are just going to be used as test dummies in ecosystems that they can't escape from. Oh yeah, that's pretty realistic as far as I'm concerned. Corpos are going to rule. And there ain't going to be much that we can do about it. Alright, there's one thing done. And we've got another one to do now. Investigate the samples. I believe we're still in this area? I think we're still in the Maroon Sea cluster. Let's see. Maroon Sea, yes. Nintendo system. That's the one. No, that's the mother, and I know it's scary. You know it's scary. The older they get, the hotter they are. I do not find the Asari sexually attractive. I don't think there's a single one in the game that does anything for me. I think I'm just too put off by not trusting them. I wouldn't trust any race that has, like, manipulation and psychic abilities, you know? So yeah, I don't find them attractive. But, they do have that, you know, dummy-mommy thing going on for them, so if you're into that, I get that. The older ones, but nah. I don't find the Asari attractive. Morris is the one you're talking about. I've never had her on my team before. I don't even think I did that in my evil playthrough because my character was evil, not stupid. So, yeah, I've never done it. I do know, though, from, like, YouTube videos that if you sleep with her, your character dies. Which is very funny. Let's bring my man with me this time along. Alright, let's give the game a bit of a savey save. Not done that in a little bit. We've officially played this game for longer than a day, apparently. Ooh, there's a few things to do around here. Right, let's go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Back in the vehicle, everyone. You don't sim for Asari? Blasphemy. I know. I am the Sigma system male. Even saying that ironically makes me cringe. Fucking Sigma male, fucking hell. But nah, I don't sim for the Asari. That's actually one of the things I like about Mass Effect. I don't think any of the races in the game, even the one that is designed to be sexually appealing, really is. Like, none of them feel like they were designed specifically to be eye candy. Even the Asari don't feel like that to me. Which I really like. Like, I don't mind characters being sexy. I'm not woke or anything like that. I don't mind characters being sexy, but it does bug me when a race is designed specifically for that point. But the Asari have a lot more going on for them than just that. It's very easy to dismiss them as being a race like that, but they do have more going on for them than that. But I personally don't find them attractive. I know a lot of people do, though. Shit, shit, shit. No! No! Fuck! I get knocked down, and I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Which way are we going? Maybe I can try and fly over there. No. This... Have you ever heard the definition of insanity? Well, we can do it. Wait until I start falling back. Come on! Yes! Skyrim horse powers, let's go. And you just wake up groggy and... Really? I didn't even know that was possible. That's awesome. The Hanar is sexy. Someone's into tentacles. This one is going to touch you in places you've never been touched before. This one demands that you says its name. Fucking Hannah. Hey there, Caden. Skyrim, well, Oblivion in general, but especially Skyrim. Skyrim has, well, Elder Scrolls in general, but Skyrim has fucking destroyed my ability to, like, to listen to any race in a fantasy series that addresses itself as this one. Every time the Hanar speak now, all I can hear of myself is, this one. This one is Hanar. This one has wares to sell if you have coin. He's taking the piss, mate. Don't take it seriously. I actually agree with him. I would not sim for them either, but their biotic abilities are way too much of a threat for me. I would have to be adapted to Asari's, look at them as equals. I mean, yeah. I think I had this conversation with a guy that showed up in the chat at one point as well. Yeah, I'm dubious about things that are too much of a threat. Like, it's like the X-Men, right? I'm a big fan of the X-Men IP. I've been for most of my life. I like how the series is basically an allegory for oppression, and discrimination. The problem with the X-Men is, on a surface level, that works. You know, I think people get a bit too specific with the form of oppression or discrimination they focus on. It says more about them than it does anyone else.
I've got a bad feeling. how horrible.
Never say you've got a bad feeling about someone. It's always a bad idea.
Transformed.
But but the thing with the X-Men is, if you stop to think for a second, you'd realize that being discriminatory towards mutants is probably the smart thing to do. These people can kill you by looking at you. They can kill you by thinking about you. They can kill you by touching you. They can shake your hand and drain your fucking life force. And you might not know what they can do just by looking at them. And all of the abilities are so varied and across a wide spectrum of danger. And like that, some of them are not only life-threatening, but a threat to existence itself. Yeah! Mutants are scary! And if they were real, I'd be a bit dubious around them as well. It's only natural. These things, some of these people have godlike abilities. It's only natural that people would be scared of them. And the Asari kind of come under the same banner. Must be upstairs. There's even a porn magazine about the Hannahs in Mass Effect 2. Yeah, that's in the Shadow Broker's lair, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. I remember that. The Hannah are like the Volus in Mass Effect. They are a race that are mostly played for laughs. The Hannah are bastards, though. I wouldn't trust them. I mean, didn't they kind of turn the same race, Fane is into like a slave race, or more accurately an indentured servant race? Like, yeah, the Hannah are kind of fucked. People just don't take them seriously because they're big stupid jellyfish and not remotely threatening. The Elcor is the pinnacle of seduction. Mild arousement. Do you like that? Sensually. Yes, right there, baby. Oh, fuck me. They can't drain your life. They can't drain your life, but they can fuck you with energy. My keyboard went unstuck and I meant to say I'm gonna be a space marine when meeting for the first time. Purge the Xenos for the Emperor! Right, we've done that. There's more debris over there. Let's go and check what that is. Oh, I can see. I want somebody to do that as an ASMR now. I just want somebody to talk sexily to me like a fucking Elcor. I wonder how the Elcor even reproduce. That's a question for the ages. How do Elcor fuck? They're a bit more open-minded as long as they behave themselves. They practice tolerance. Don't ask, don't tell. Are you an alien? You know what? Never mind. Don't tell me. Are you probing my mind for impure thoughts? Ecstatic. Let me touch you. Consensually. Are you sure? That's gonna be easy for hours. I don't even want to know how the Elcor do it. Tau is the best faction. They're just like the least overtly evil. That's all it is. But then again, they're communists, so...
Now I'm ready.
Oh, sorry, Caden. I thought you were one of them. I shot my boyfriend in the face. Shit, shit. Too far. Fuck, fuck. Get away from me! Ah, fuck. Was that everyone? I think that's everyone. Aye, cool. That's one of the funniest things about Mass Effect 2 as well. When you're romancing one of the alien races, like, to prove what a fucking bro he is, there's absolutely no judgment whatsoever. He basically brings you in, tells you, look, I know you're thinking about having sex with, like, this Taurian or this Quarian or something like that. Let me prepare some stuff for you so it's going to be safe for you and them. It's like, I think if you date Garrus, he gives you something to avoid chafing. which brings some questions. There's some questions. It's like, how do they reproduce? And if they have a penis, is it like hard and chatterous like the rest of them? You know, like it's because it's not fleshy. It can't be fleshy. They're not fleshy. So maybe it is like a human penis. It's just like rigid. Like maybe the back of an armadillo or something. Hence the thing to avoid chafing. You know, these are the important questions you've got to ask. This looks like a boss room. In any other game, this would be the boss room. Well, it's kind of ahead of schedule. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in comparison to the Nazi-like Imperium, they're definitely better. I mean, I think, like, everyone in Warhammer are pieces of shit. I don't think there's a single faction that's good. I mean, yeah, the Tau is better than most, but they're only better than most because they're communists. And I think we all know from history how severely fucked communism can get. Like, there is no good option in Warhammer. Everyone's an asshole, to greater or lesser degrees. Personally, I'm partial to the Skaven. Skaven are the best faction.
Must get more warp stone. Yes. Kill the man things. Rip, tear, devour numb flesh.
I love the Skaven so much, little bastards. Did you forget about Discord while streaming? Do you mean did I forget about posting it to you? I mean, I stream around the same time all the time. I didn't want to be presumptuous by posting it in Discord, but I will do next week if you want. No problem. Dark Elder are the most evil. Aren't they the ones that became the way they are because of Slaanesh. I'm only tentatively aware of Warhammer. I'm not really a massive Warhammer fan. I just know little bits because I have several friends that are like massively into it. I mean fucking massively into it. So I've picked up a bit over the years. Apparently this provides a force field. There we go. Well, I'm not arguing that they're more evil than the Imperium. I'm arguing that none of the options are good. Like, when it comes to Warhammer, your options is the lesser of evils. Like, if you want a good character, your options are the lesser of evils, but all the options are evil to a certain extent. None of them are good. Obviously, the Nazi-like Imperium is bad, but so are, like, every other option. I mean, we can sit here and argue about which are worse. A lot of people do that. It's part of the fun of a universe like that. But they're all bad. There is no good option.
Get the fuck away from me.
What? Oh, hey there, Caden. I was going to shoot you again, buddy. Behind me, isn't it? They're coming out of the walls! They're coming out of your goddamn walls! What was the last one? Ooh, Eve. What is... Oh, it must be upstairs. Alright, we'll go and get that now. Oh, they made Slaanesh! Oh shit, I accidentally turned off the television there. It was about to go on fucking... It was about to turn itself off. I was gonna prevent it from turning itself off. And instead I turned it off. Oh, hello there. Fuck you. They made Slaanesh. So, essentially they fucked and got so debaucherous and evil that they basically created an elder god. That's hilarious. In Mass Effect 3, there's this Adam action movie with a bad cop Hanar and his Elcor partner. Later, Hanar flirts with his partner Sistu, who are blessed with the Hanar X Elcor. Yeah, I remember those. It's been a running gag throughout the series. By being nasty mofos. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm aware of Warhammer. I know little bits about it, but again, I'm not exactly what you would call a fan. But yeah, that's cool. So if you want to be like nasty heathenistic fucks, they're the ones you want to go for. Probably worship Slaanesh. That's fun. Slaanesh, I think there's a real debate as to whether Slaanesh or Nurgle is the worst of them. Like, which... Because obviously Blood for the Blood God, okay, that's basic as shit. I forget what the other guy does. But the man that is pure filth and, like, disease and decay, and then, like, sexual debauchery to the point of, like, true fucked up, torturous shit, without doubt the worst ones. Like, I will take the Blood God, because my death is probably going to be a lot quicker. Apparently it requires 2 hours of Honkai to get addicted, as per Peps. He says this is how he caught you out. This is true. It depends on who you are. My problem with Honkai is I am not interested in sci-fi. For the most part. I like sci-fi. I'm a fantasy guy, so sci-fi doesn't really do it for me. Oh, we been there yet? We've explored this now, haven't we? Yeah, I think we've done this. Yep, that's it. Alright, that's the next location now. So my thing with Star Rail is, it took me a long time to get into it, compared to a lot of other people, because I'm not a big fan of anime stuff. I like anime, but I'm not a big, like, generic anime kind of fan. Where, you know, I like anime with a little bit more depth to it, like Ghost in the Shell or Monster or something like that. Or I like anime that is just blatant as to what it is. Like Monster Musume, or the girlfriend, like the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really like you. Or just patently retardation brain rot, like that Deer anime or Azumanga Daioh. I don't like a lot of shonen, and I don't like anime that are just really anime stuff. And a lot of video games tend to be like major anime stuff. So Honkai took me a little bit to get into. However, when you start the game, you get off the space station, and then you get to a place called Belobog. If you are not addicted by the final boss of Belobog, you won't be. Belobog's final boss is one of the best, like, turn-based RPG fight sequences I've ever had. And it's purely because of how they use the music. It's a truly epic moment. And that is what got me addicted and why I'm still playing Star Rail. But yeah, depending on how long you take to get to that bit, it'll take about that. So I would say give it a go, get up to that bit. And if you don't enjoy it by the Cocolier boss fight, it's not for you. Let's see, let's catch up with people's things. Slaanesh is the youngest of the Chaos Gods, though, and was birthed by the Elder when they ruled the galaxy and got all bored and perverted. Basically surprised Faolan hasn't made one yet. Made one what? The LGBT community hate the fact that they already have representation in the Warhammer community. Oh, you mean in fucking, Slaanesh? I mean, there's been some truly fucked up sexual people in the world long before this community. %of them, Jesus Christ. Kafka is a programming thing. We're trying to move away from that because... Okay. We got into a Warhammer thing person. First person is called Kafka. Yeah, that's the kind of joke that goes right over my head. It's both pain and pleasure. It's what she represents. The Overthinker, that's the one. Evolutionary God. The Blood God is the most honest of all. Yeah, because he's basic as fuck. But I think out of all of them, Slaanesh is probably the one I'd least like. That would be the most nightmarish one. Followed very closely by Nurgle. That Easy Car anime where a guy gets reincarnated in the medieval world as a vending machine, that's hilarious. That one was completely retarded. I'm aware of that one, but I've not watched it. It takes me a long time to watch anime because I tend to watch anime with subtitles. And I don't like sitting down and just watching something. I like doing things with my hands. I like working on something. Or doing house chores whilst watching something. So anime takes me a long time to get around to because I watch it with subtitles and I can't be doing other things whilst watching it. But when I do get into it, I tend to binge it like crazy until I'm done. Which reminds me, I still need to finish JoJo. Right. I think it's about time we hold the line. But there's been a few anime over the years that I've been curious about that I've not got around to watching. There's that Pet Shop one. It's an isekai, but he opens a veterinarian place. That seems kind of fun. The Deer Brain Rot one, though, I've been really enjoying. It's very fun. Oh, obviously, yeah. Don't worry, Fish. Somebody was gonna make that joke. It's fine. Someone was bound to make that joke.
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Nietzsche, yes, Nietzsche you I need to watch. Gintama is another one I need to watch.
We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander.
I'll get around to them one day. There's a shit ton of books I need to read as well. There's a lot of stuff I need to do, man. I'm not gonna do it all by the time I die.
Clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline.
Right. Save the game.
Joke around.
It's time to hold the line. Let's go. It's like we're on a beach holiday up in here. Look at these little cuties. Aww. Look at these little fuckers. They're like portable. Oh, I crushed it. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Look, they're like portable stools. Imagine how fun these things would be at home. They're like little stools. Alright, you two have fun. Okay, where are we going? Is that the one with a deer ghost or something? I don't know if there's a deer ghost in it, but the guy, like, one of the teachers just fucking suplexes a deer. It's fucking funny. I need to watch that one, yeah. The Shuka Nuka 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 Gush Time Time one is, a lot of people are comparing it to Nijijo. Yeah, I do need to watch that. Have you seen Rise the Shield Hero? That one is interesting considering that two of them died from... I actually loved the first season of Shield Hero. In fact... can I get it without moving everything? Wait a minute. Let me bring up my camera. Right there in the back, you can see a figure of Raftalier. So, yeah. I loved the first season of Shield Hero. I thought it was really, really good. The fact that this guy is like he's a good guy at heart, but he's not like a paladin, like he's more roguish. He's doing what he can to survive without becoming like blatantly evil, and the world is like inherently prejudiced against him. You know? Really, really, really good. This like level of an underdog taking out like a corrupt system and giving people what they deserve. I love that shit. It's actually why I really, really like Redo of Healer as well. I love Redo of Healer for the same reason. This guy is not a hero. Like, the guy in Redo of Healer is not a hero. He is a fucked up individual. But he's a fucked up individual because that's what the world made him. The world of Redo of Healer is one of the most disgustingly evil places you can ever think of. Like, everyone is, like, a murderous person, abusive, like, rapey, just, like, fucking evil. It's one of the most evil settings I have ever seen. Everyone in it is a colossal bellend. And just seeing these people get their own medicine against them and be killed in some of the most fucked up ways imaginable. I like that. I like that. But I never did watch future seasons of Shield Hero. I heard it gets really, really bad, and there's like way too much time spent around the turtle. But I do want to watch it at some point, give it a go. I tend to find the internet overreacts to certain things. So, if like for example, great example, the internet thinks that Season 2 of One Punch Man is terrible. I actually thought Season 2 of One Punch Man was better. The animation wasn't as good, but the philosophy around Saitama and what makes him such an interesting character was far more fleshed out. It wasn't just fight scenes in which he wins in one punch. It actually gets into the psychology of the character and the various characters around him. And that's really good. Like, that's the cool thing about One Punch Man is, okay, you've succeeded. You're the best fighter in the fucking world. You're relatively undefeatable. you can't improve any further. Well, he says that at one point, and the guy, I think his name is Beast or Monster or something like that, he says that's an incredibly arrogant thing to say. Because it is, like, sure, he can't get any better fight-wise, but that doesn't mean he can't get better as a person. And he very much does. He gets a lot better as a person. Oh. Oh. Nice one, Tally. So yeah, like, just because the internet says the second season's bad doesn't mean I'm gonna, like, give up on it completely. But I'll watch it at some point. True. They all like schools when I'm in a big-ass tank. Yeah. I mean, they would still be fun to ride on. Imagine, you'd be like this. It'd be like being on one of those teacup rides in a fairground. The other best girl? You mean Raftalia? Oh, you know, that is a hard combination. I would say Anby is better, purely because there's not a weird kind of, like, lolly element to the character. Because when I think of Raftalia, I think of the grown woman version, not the kid. But the fact that she just becomes a grown woman overnight, because that's how these beast people work, that's a little... And then it's the fact that she purposely makes herself a slave as well, and she puts, like, the slave mark back on her as, like, a symbol of her devotion. Yeah, that's a bit fucky as well. And then you gotta get into the psychology of it as well. Like, she is a slave, but this is, like, the first person she's ever met that's treated her as a human being. So she's got, like, a bit of Stockholm Syndrome going on where, oh, this is the first person that's ever treated me like a human being, like he's the best person in the world. And admittedly, the world he's in is not full of very good people, especially when it comes to the beast races. But still, I don't know, there's something a little bit fucky about that. Anby has none of that, which makes her the better option. What the fuck? Mako, why have you got stuck? What? I died? How? What the f- I got stuck on terrain and died. Note to self, save the game more often. Okay. Peps, you have a wife. You can still like fictional characters. There's nothing wrong with that. The Overlord anime was interesting to say the least. I've not caught up completely with that, but I fucking love Overlord as well. That was a lot of fun. Overlord is like popcorn anime. It's brain dead, but it's fun. It's like what a lot of people get out of like Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. I'm over Dragon Ball at this point. I've been over that for years. But yeah, like, Overlord's pretty good. I like Overlord a lot. That's what I mean, like, a lot of people hate Isekai, but I'm a big fantasy fan, and Isekai is just how they're doing Isekai these days, so... Sorry, Isekai is just how anime companies are doing fantasy these days, so... I'll take it. Yo, Overlord was good, anime. So much fan service at times. With one character, really, and she's a succubus, so it kind of makes sense. Besides, no one is beating, no one is beating the lizard girl. I'm sorry, but that lizard girl, mwah! That one scene where she's about to mate with the other guy and she's just presenting herself. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I'm a fan of that. God damn it. Fucking... Oh my god, I am the worst ape. Do you know what? You know what? Fuck you. This is easier. Yeah, shoot you in your gaff dick. See what you think about that, buckaroo. Right, okay. Let's get back in the Mako. Let's Mako some progress. Apparently, what? Faolan pulled a broom. Overlord is great. Says the furry. Wait, what? Says the furry about what? Moo is just a basic bitch when it comes to anime. He likes fucking Dragon Ball, he likes Naruto, he probably likes One Piece as well. If you like these things, there's nothing wrong with that, but branch out to some other anime instead of basic bitch shonen. Like, admittedly, one of my favorite anime is a shonen. I fucking love JoJo. But, yeah. Shounen is basic bitch anime until, like, you watch when you're a kid. Surprise! Until you branch out a little bit, you know? It's not bad, there's just better stuff out there. I personally prefer Dragon Ball to Z or GT as well. Like, the first season of Dragon Ball is way better than the rest of it. Most people love Z. But again, I think most people who say they love Z, they've either got a lot of nostalgia for it, or they watch, like, the revamped version where they cut out a lot of the fluff. Like, Dragon Ball Z is a repetitive show. There's a lot of just talking that goes nowhere, and then Krillin dies, Goku gets mad, he gets serious for a fucking second. You know, eventually Goku dies, he then spends like the next 6 fucking episodes training, gets revived by the Dragon Ball, unlocks a new fucking power form at the last minute, defeats the enemy. I mean, it's boring, dude. I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball anymore. I loved it as a kid, and I still like some of the games, but it is popcorn entertainment. It's like, it is purely brain dead. And if I'm gonna have brain dead anime, I'd rather have like something like brain rotted, like Shuka Noka Noka, or like the Nokidan Deer anime one, or Azuman Godayo, or something like that. Can I save the game? Good, I can save the game. The vampire chick? Which one's she? I don't remember the vampire. You mean like the insects? Like necromancer kind of? The insectomancer, whatever the fuck it's called? The only vampire, the only fan service I personally remember in Overlord is the succubus guy, the succubus girl that's just obsessing over the main character all the time. Is she the vampire, you mean? I don't remember it with any other character. It's been a while since I've watched Overlord, though, so I could be wrong. Fuck you and you, fuck everything you do. Fuck you and you. Which way are we going? I have not watched Demon Slayer. I know that was the big hotness for a while. I have not watched it. I'm aware that there's a lolly in a box that's tied up or gagged that everyone went gaga over. But beyond that, the guy in the pig mask is funny. I've seen a few clips from him. But, nah, I've never watched it. OG Dragon Ball, I agree, is the best. 100%, dude. It's the most show of all the shows, you know? There's actual plot development. I do think it's funny, though, how Freezer was the only villain in the series that didn't end up turning good. And then Super comes along and they're like, oh, shit, we fucked up. Right, we'll fix that. Frieza's a good guy now. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. Could we not have one that was just bad and didn't get redeemed? I love how you can just trip these fuckers up. Right, that's that taken care of. Are you planning on taking this to Andromeda? Yes, I am planning on playing every game in the series. Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, and Mass Effect Andromeda. I have never played Andromeda. I have played Mass Effect 3 2 times, and I have played the first two a multitude of times. So yes, I am planning on, after I finish this, going right into Mass Effect 2, then 3, and then Andromeda. I might, if I get burned out of the series at any point, I might go over to another game for a brief moment, like a small game as a bit of a palate cleanser. But whilst I'm enjoying the games, I will definitely be focusing purely on these for a while. God, the sniper rifle in this game is so fucking satisfying. Ow. Fuck you. Oh, we have Tally with us, don't we? Hack. All your gifts are belong to us.
Not now, Shepard.
I wasn't talking to you, bitch.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now.
Woot woot! He's the current big bad again? Oh, okay, fair enough. So he's more like Vegeta, then? Where he's kind of always a prick, and it takes him a long time to mellow. You know what you need to do? You need to get Frieza a wife. Although I think in Frieza's case, Frieza would be the wife. You need to get Frieza a husband. And then he'll mellow. If he's anything like Vegeta, that's how it'll go down. He needs to get domesticated. Where the fuck do I need to go now? What? What am I missing here? Do I just continue on foot? That is still open, doesn't it? Have I missed something? Yeah, it looks like I've missed something. Oh, here we go again! Look at that! I'm stuck again. Right. Looky like we have a few bugs in this area. Oh, okay. It was for selfish reasons. Oh! Apparently, that was supposed to open. So this area of the game is buggy as fuck, apparently. Nothing has changed there because this area has always been buggy as fuck. Look away for a second and I take bullets to the face. Brew has never said as much slurs as he is playing against Peps and Freezer.
Take out those hostiles!
Right. Tally, do some AI hacking for me, will ya? Thank you. God damn, he went for a trip there, didn't he? Jesus. Right, I think I need to save after, like, every one of these points, because the game... This game does not like this area, so just in case we get another bug, let's pause or freeze there again. Alright, they've opened this time. That's good, that's good. You know you're into a game when you physically move your head to look around the corner? I was in Budokai 3. God, I love the Budokai games, dude.
Just lead the way.
The Budokai games were so good. Although, the amount of controllers people broke. You remember when you had to do moves, where you had to do that all the fucking time with the analog stick? The amount of controllers people broke with that shit. Bloody hell.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when you get here.
Oh, time to hold the line. That's when you jump when characters jump. Imagine playing Mario. Boing.
There go the Solarians.
Boing. Boing. Every fucking time. Yeah, here we go.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Status.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
I remember my analog stick getting super frayed, but never broke it. At least my palm got super fucked playing that game more than anything.
Oh, that's just great. What now?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcers.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What's so important about curing this genophage?
I hate the fact that I don't get an option.
It was the solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy.
Yep.
And these Krogan follow Saren.
See, here's the thing. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The genophage was necessary. The Krogan did not develop space-age technology on their own. They are an orc-like barbarian culture that spent their entire life fighting between the different clans. Kind of like the Scottish. They would have never come up with space-age technology themselves. They were given it in order to fight off the Rachni, because we needed a strong and powerful force. Problem is, with a bunch of orc-like barbarian-esque people roaming around the galaxy and fucking like rabbits, they would have completely taken over. It's just a matter of time. Conflict is in their nature. War is in their nature. The genophage was necessary. But at a certain point, time and hardship mellows a lot of the Krogan, and curing it is then necessary. But at the time, the genophage was a necessary evil. And I will die on that hill. A lot of people are like, oh, but it's bad, you can't do that to a lot of people. No, the fucking Krogan are not a safe people to be around. Especially at the point the genophage was initiated, so... Yeah, but you're drunk, so it's okay. Is that Sev Green talking at times? No idea.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army. He'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Cool. In the meantime, hold the line. I'll be back in a bit.
Things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. He looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well,
I do like how
actually.
socially retarded Shepard is in this first game. She becomes more aware later on, but in this game she really is retarded when it comes to the other races.
I'll be careful, but be ready, just in case.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, to kill aliens, 100%. Hey, honey.
I'm concerned about Rex. Can we still trust him?
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Alright, guys. Betting starts now. Do you think I will fuck up and Rex will turn against me?
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
I'm not gonna say I understand, because I don't, and that's a really stupid thing to say.
I understand you're upset, but we both know Saren's the enemy here. He's the one you should be angry with.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon, and if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around.
Yeah, he'll turn the Krogan into slaves. Is that really what you want?
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
Rex, these Krogan are not your people. They're slaves of Saren, tools. Is that what you want for them?
Oh, thank you, Achievement, for telling me I succeeded before the game did.
Tools for the Council once. To thank us for wiping out the Rachni, they neutered us all.
Yep.
I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head.
Deal. Yay! Friends! Oh, hey there, Liara.
Your ability to calm the Krogan is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you were able to reason with a Krogan.
Well, Rex is not like most Krogan. Rex is pretty... description level too low. Fuck you, I have Tally with me. God damn it. So where's the vendor? I wanna buy shit. Hey there, Garrus.
With all these defenses, Saren must be hiding something big.
I bet you're hiding something big as well, Garrus. No, we'll save that for Mass Effect 2. Hey there, Tally.
The upcoming battle frightens me, but I know Saren must be stopped.
Alright then, buddy.
Greetings, human. I am Commander Rentola.
Greetings, Solarian, stated with disdain.
For anything else, I suggest you speak with Captain Kirahi.
Your chest pieces always look stupid. Do you have like a weird little piece that goes in front of your chest like that? Why do all of your armor look like you can be picked up like handbags? It looks ridiculous.
Just tell me what you have available.
We have limited reserves.
Oh,
we
yeah,
requested
big
a fleet to
best
destroy
friend.
Saren's base.
He's like a big puppy.
Instead, they sent you.
I've been trying to warn the Council about Saren since this started.
Then I hope they find the sense to listen, before it's too late.
You and me
Let
both,
me see
buddy.
what you have.
What little there is.
Alright, let's see what you got, bud. Ooh, you've got Council license. I'll take that. And I'll also take the medical upgrade. Why the fuck not? I'm good. I'm good. God damn it! Tally, do this for me. It's right behind you. Fuck. Right then. It is time that we hold the line.
It won't be an easy fight, but we're ready when you are.
I bet you are. Right. Can I fuck with equipment? Look at all these things I got. Right, let's see if we got any better equipment for... I'm not using Geth weapons, that's for fucking sure. Nothing better. Right, what about the shotgun? The Armageddon! What a fucking name. None of this is better. Pistol? Nope. The sniper rifle? That one but better? Give. Yes. Very good. Very good. Do we have any better explosives? 31 damage. $60 toxic damage. Nope. Any better? Oh! That? I love that! Give! Very nice! Very nice indeed. Where the fuck did I get all these amps? I had like 2 of them before. Medium human. Still no Colossus armor. God fucking damn it. Alright, save the game. It is time. We're not, no. Look, there's one thing you'll recognize by watching a lot of my streams. Despite being heterosexual in real life, I am extremely bi when playing video games. And to a lot of people, the heterosexual part is debatable.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
You got a plan?
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
It does sound a bit risky. Is there no other way?
No, but I think we can work around that. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
It's a good idea, but your people are going to get slaughtered.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't
Why the
expect many of
fuck
us
did
will
their
make it out
armor
alive.
look like they could
And
be
that
picked
makes what
up
I'm going
like
to ask even more
handbags?
difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
Like, look at his chest when it pops up.
We'll need someone who knows Alliance communication protocols.
I volunteer, Commander.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Kiss my ass, Ashley. Alright, wait a minute. Is this... Because I remember you have to save them. Wait a minute, because there's one of these that I'm going to sacrifice to the plot. Let's see. Mass Effect 1. Who to send with the Solarians. Alright, it's not important. Right, okay. So, this bit isn't important. Okay, first of all, why the fuck would I send the racist hothead with these guys when Solarians don't tend to operate like that? I'm gonna send them the biotic that can work in a team. Shut up, Marines. Take Caden. Caden's gonna be a much better help than you. To you.
Alenko, you're with the captain. Keep it simple. Understood?
Faolan, what are you gonna do when you can make a full furry team in ZZZ? I mean, it depends on whether or not like the furries or
detonation
not. Just because they're furry doesn't mean I don't like them.
Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
Mass Effect versus Gears of War. I have never given the slightest shit about Gears of War, so Mass Effect. I've never played it.
The Normandy's picking me up. How will your teams escape the blast?
We will engage the Geth as long as possible. Once the bomb is in place, we will fall back to try and escape the blast radius. If we move quickly, we should be able to escape with acceptable casualties. If not, then our memories will live on as martyrs to a greater cause.
You talk like this is a suicide mission.
No, that's in Mass Effect 2.
I won't lie to you, Commander. There is a chance none of us will survive this assault, even your team. But we do what is necessary.
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Why?
Well, this is it. Don't do anything foolish while I'm gone, Ash. And that goes for you too, Commander.
Shut up.
We'll be fine, LT.
Yeah, good luck.
What is it, Caden?
Is there something you wanted to say, Caden?
It's just weird.
He wants to
going into
kiss
someone
you,
else's command.
Shepard.
I've got so used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry so much. We'll see you on the other side.
No, you won't!
I know, I just wanted to say that it's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
It doesn't matter if we're not in the same unit. We are still a team. Watch each other's backs, keep your eyes open, and fight like I know you can. We'll all come out of this in one piece.
You bet, Commander.
Gears of War
You all
is
know
a
the mission and what is at stake.
I'm gonna shut up. This is the best part of the
I've
game.
come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glory in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The Silent Step, who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the Ever Alert, who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Rachni, but before that,
we held the line.
Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that,
we held the line.
Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we
will hold the line. Woo!
Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
I hope so too, my friend. That was an amazing speech. I love it every time. Right. Gears of War is a third-person cover shooter. It is a game that started an entire trend. Every fucking shooter after that game came out was a wall shooter in which you ran against the wall, hid behind it, and then fired. It was massively influential. But I was never remotely interested in it. It looked boring as shit to me, and the way the characters were designed looked fucking ridiculous. So I never played it. I think they can do, but they can also be saved. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. Alright. We're gonna bring Rex with us, because Rex has a vested interest in this. And we kind of need to bring Tali because of tech. So, yeah. Let's go.
Comm check. Do you read me, Commander?
I'm gonna do a Gears of War run now. Affirmative.
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
Ah, okay, yes, they can be killed. However, if you assist them on the way, they can survive. So let's save here, and let's try and help them. Alright. I'm on Z!
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. Lieutenant Olenko with AE Gore team. Manovai, Jayeto team, move. Time to get some attention.
Fire is coordinated on Monovai team. We can't reach the Geth turrets. They're out of range.
Don't worry, Kalenko. I'm on it.
Lost shields.
He lost his life. Alright, Tali, a little bit of assistance here, please. I'd like another sniper on our side. Thank you very much. Where's the other one? Is it dead? Right, okay.
We're good, Commander.
Alright. Geth communication disrupted. It's going to be harder for them to work against the Solarians. Good shit. They will hold the line! Did it co-op my ex? With your ex? How long ago was that? The most evil, scary water ever. I turned around the corner.
Something scrambled and targeted. We've got a shot. Lieutenant Alenko, take the heat off Man of Eye.
Alright.
Take cover.
Anyone else? Overload. Sabotage. That'll do.
Shields disabled.
Nice one, Tally. Every time I play this, I just end up using the sniper rifle all the fucking time. It's kind of useless at the start of the game, but by the end of it, non-stop.
Can you see anything?
I smell trouble.
Alright, Tally, can you can't AA hack just yet? Alright, sabotage that one, please. Good shit. Nice one, Tal. We got this. Oh, fuck. That's a Krogan.
Lost shields.
Fuck it. Thank you. Alright, we're good. Save the game quickly. I like how all the saves are on Burmaya now. Let's, squad. We haven't used a shotgun all the time, but we might as well get that. Stasis. Yeah, I had the feeling it'll be a while ago.
Stations to recharge. Bunker up before they come back.
I mean, sounds like it's been a long time since you played a game, so reasonable time to play it. Go on, pop your head out, you fuck. I dare you. I double dare you. Really? You wanna pull this shit? Alright, we'll pull this shit. Go on, pop your head out. I know you're there. I know you're there. Get the fuck from under there. You fucker. As well. We're good. God damn. How much more to this is there?
This world is beautiful. Too bad it's been contaminated.
You can play this game like Gears of War. You move against the thing. You can play it like Gears of War, but I never do. Are you playing on the hardest difficulty? Oh. I'm playing on normal. I remember coming this way. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. I remember where I'm going. See what's down this way before we move on. There's so many twists and turns. Let's go pistol for this, I think.
Hey, form up with Jayet. Hold that line.
Poison will finish him off. Pistol is a nice weapon I can just spam. Let's get a shield up. Fucking have a fist fight with a Krogan. See what's up this way. Anything neat? Ooh, there is something neat. Give. Ah, no! Oh, shit! I didn't realize there was a carry limit. Damn it. Can I drop anything? Shit! I didn't realize there was a carry limit. Oh, that's gonna fuck me. I had no idea. So there's the amount you can carry limit, but there's not, Oh, that's annoying, man. Quick install a mod. Nah, it's fine. We're good. It's not that big of a deal.
Holding ground. J-Edo around me. Shadow team must be getting close.
Oh, you currently have 256 items. You are nearing the 300 item limit. Cool. We'll be fine. It'll be all good. I'll probably have access to a vendor soon enough. Let's save the game as well.
We've got access to base security. We can put the alarms from here. Maybe even trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear the guards out for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
That's another thing that'll probably be able to get the Solarians killed, so... Alright then, ladies and gentle ponies, let us fucking kick some arse! Hello there, Geth. I am here to chew bubblegum and kick some ass, and I am all out of goddamn bubblegum. Oh, they're Solarians. Tally, do me a favor and hack that. Never mind. We all good. We are all good. Oh, fuck. Fuck you. Well, that works. What gun is... Alright, he's using a shotgun. Okay, good. Because that's what I want him to use. That's what I've built him for. Better be an epic boss battle. Sort of. I don't know whether we'll get to that in time, though. Stream ends at 11 o'clock. It's, it's 11:46, sorry, 10:46 now. Hopefully we can. That'll be a really nice place to end it.
Hello? Is someone out there?
Okay, hold him. Fill those holes. Come on, Shepard. Make it soon.
Not just yet. Right, there's a fucking thing. Keep an eye on my carry capacity. Does this go down? Let's find out. It goes up, right. I want to save those Solarians. The ones trapped. So we'll see if this is the way. This is going up. There are more of them around here by the looks of it. I don't even know if I'm going the right way here. Fucking shooting a Solarian with a shotgun is the most overkill thing in the world. It's like, this is as far as... Oh no, there's a downstairs section. What's this way? Ooh. More shit. Oh, I'm getting so close to reaching max. I have to keep an eye on that. Activate this? Nope. I don't know if I'm doing this right, you know. I feel like I'm missing shit. I really feel like I'm missing shit here. Maybe this isn't where I'm supposed to go. We're on this side now. What's here? Are we on the outside of the facility again? Okay, we've completely done a 180 around. Right, okay, that's fine. I think. Oh yeah, we've done a 180 around. Okay. So I didn't need to go that way. Okay. We're learning. Let's see. I'm gonna try going outside where Kalinko started speaking, like Hayden.
Hello? Is someone out there?
So let's try going this way. Yeah, okay. Can I free these guys?
Well, you're not a Geth, and you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base.
Are you using 3 cops at the same time in ZZZ? Have you got them all?
The transmission wasn't clear. Fleet's not coming.
I see. Then you must be the infiltration team. I know the captain. He will want this facility destroyed. My team was altered, indoctrinated. He knew about the breeding grounds. But the indoctrination is a greater threat, and far more horrifying. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I envy them.
Do you know anything about the experiments they were conducting?
They were studying indoctrination. Symptoms, progress. Saren uses it to control his people, but I don't think he fully understands it. I don't know much else. I just saw what it did to the others. Turned them into empty husks. I can't end up like that, please. Let me out.
I'm opening your cell, but then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, A better chance than I had before you showed up. Thank you, human. And good luck. You'll need it.
Fun fact, if you choose not to let him out, he goes fucking berserk. I think he is actually indoctrinated. So, yeah, that's fun. Right, so the correct direction is up the elevator. Good, I'm glad I saved. I know where I'm going now. Again, there's that completionist mindset. I want to do everything. I want to get into every nook and cranny.
Saren's research must be destroyed.
You knew they were going to come after us eventually.
What is going on here? Where are the guards? Where is Saren?
Fuck. Shit,
no,
it's blocked completely.
Stay back. This is important work. This is the glorious salvation of my species.
It's the glorious enslavement of your species, numbnuts. I'll have to read that next time it pops up, make sure I have enough room for good shit. Because I might miss out on like Colossus something if I keep this up. $276. Alright, I'm getting close to max, but I'm good for now. We're good. Save the game again. I don't see it, but is this stream on... Is this in stream from game 1? Yeah. I will link the playlist. Give me a quick second. On the main page of my channel, I have a playlist of every game I've streamed. And I believe they're in chronological order, so from the first one that pops up is, let's see, streams. The first one's my Oblivion series, then we've got Skyrim, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age 3, Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, and if you keep pressing forward, it's past Detroit, so we have to view all at that point. Mass Effect Adventure, there we go. And, yep, there we go. That's the full playlist.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
And sorry? Shoot it!
I'm not gonna hurt you. Who are you?
Ranith the Noctis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
Give me one reason I should help you.
I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
What were you studying here?
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal. Undetectable, but it's there. I've seen the effects. Saren uses it to influence his followers. To control them.
Indoctrination.
It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave, like the Solarian test subjects. But there's collateral damage, too.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Oh!
I like the way you think,
Nice to hear it, Rex. Nice to fucking hear it. I'm almost reached max now, but it's not being careful what I pick up. Down we go. Oh, okay. Now down we go. Yeah, down we go. Wouldn't be a Mass Effect game without the elevators. Open. Alright. Are you ready for the talkie-talkie scenes? Because now we're about to hit the talkie-talkie scenes. Hmm?
Shepard, look over here. It's another beacon. Like
a
the one
new
on the
hand touches the beacon. God damn it. We are 10 minutes. Sorry. We are 10:57 right now. We are very, very close to the end of stream, and this is a massive talkie-talkie exposition moment in the game. It will run over time. So, I'm going to leave it here. I will be back next week, 7 o'clock. I think we're in summertime, so BST. I will link the stream in the Discord server, Fish, next time I play, so you don't miss out. I didn't want to be too presumptuous, so I didn't link it last time. So, yeah, I'll link it in the Discord session, like, main thing next time I do it. And in case you want to watch it. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it here for now. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much for showing up. It's been a really fun one. Next week, a lot of fun shit's going to happen, because we're in real big story time now. So, me's a think some people gonna die.